What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion. Super stoked to be covering Levels Fight League for the first time on the channel. It is free on YouTube. Go check out their YouTube channel. They are live right now. They had a show earlier today also, guys. It was, I think it was all amateurs. It was called LFL New Talent 12. I just caught the tail end of that. A lot of fights on that card. A ton of fights on that one. But a nice 8-fight main card, full card here for Levels Fight League 16, and I'm stoked to be covering it, stoked to be hanging out with you guys. If you're new to the channel, smash that like button and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload, so you never miss a live stream. Yes, he's coming up next. He's coming up next. We will highlight all the fighters, guys, prior to their bouts as well. And again, yeah, shout out to everybody here. No Fury this Sunday, but we got some Levels Fight League out of Amsterdam, out of the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I know, Sean. Last night I just drowned myself in Molson. So sorry I didn't do a member stream. But hey, work out the kinks in Montreal. It'll be sweeter to win it in Boston. But like, what a tremendous game. Overall, I mean, hopefully we see a rematch in the finals. But I mean, even the next couple games are gonna be insane. And we're talking about the Four Nations hockey right now. Scott, good to see you. Yes, this card is on YouTube. Wonder how many people are gonna be asking for links. I didn't watch Thai Fight League earlier. No, I didn't. Hey, what's up? Hey, sup? Hey, sup? All right, let's get to highlighting this first fight, guys. We have Hamza Saadi. Oh no, sorry, my bad. We have Marvin Aboeli against Mehdad Kavand. Let me just get that up on the screen here. This is a catchweight, by the way, by the looks of it. 192 pounds, it says. Fighters are making their way to the cage now. Love the black canvas, by the way, for Levels Fight League. There's a few, like, when I go through highlights for our UFC, like, picks and predictions and things like that. Or not UFC picks and predictions, for our member stream highlight packages. There's a few leagues in Europe that have, like, funky canvases. Obviously, there's Octagon in Kazakhstan. That's probably the most notable one. That one just, like, looks like it's the Shadow Realm. But I believe Grachin has an all-black canvas as well. Black Combat. Out of both of those, or out of Japan and Korea. Yo, no judges gave RoboCop a 10-8, by the way. That's crazy. That's crazy. If we get a rematch, do the Bash Bros go for a fight right away again? Perhaps. I mean, it set the tone. It set the tone. Is this UFC? I can't wait for Olympics too, man. I mean, I'm terrified for Canada's goaltending, given Binnington's the best we got. But, like, fuck Carter Hart. Everyone's like, oh, you can just call him up for Olympics. No, fuck that guy. He can go rot in Novokuznetsk and make a few rubles in the KHL. All right, Mehdad Kavand. He is 2-4 as a pro, 1-3 in his last 5 fights. He's out of the Netherlands. Both these guys are. I mean, there are actually quite a few international fighters on this card, but a few hometown guys to be featured first here. 2-4 as a pro, like I said. 1 KO, TKO, 0 submissions, 1 decision. He's lost twice via submissions, once via KO, once via decision. Coming off a loss at Hexagon MMA to a 5-3 guy. He beat a 1-0 guy with leg kicks at Cage Warriors Academy. Okay. But has not yet won a fight at Levels Fight League. Looks like, okay, he's fought in Kunlun and kickboxing. So a striker primarily, I gather from just looking at his profile here. He's going up against a 2-6 guy, Marvin Aboeli, who is 1-3 in his last 5 fights as well. 0 KO TKOs, 1 submission, 1 decision. Okay, so he's got a little bit of a ground game. But he's on a 4-fight losing streak right now, looking to turn things around. He's actually fought some decent opponents, though. 6-0 guy. Well, 10-0 to start out his career at M1. That was back in 2010. Let's see. Okay, so he's been a little bit he's been active. He took some time off 2017, came back in 2024, lost, but getting back in the cage again. When was the last time he fought? I always overlook that. Okay, 2023, so he hasn't fought in a while. So he's been more active. I'm gonna go with Mehdad Kavand. I'm gonna trust that he keeps us on the feet. Yo, what's up, Kaylee? Good to see you. How was your weekend going? Okay, I made the right pick because Marvin Aboeli is 44 years of age. Mehdad Kavand's 32. All right. Made the right pick. Again, big shout out to everybody in the live chat. Vote in the poll question, by the way. Vote in the poll question. 44 is insane. If this was in Japan, I wouldn't be surprised, but yeah. About to get my chicken sandwich. Nice. What's up, Josh? Good. On the margaritas. Hell yeah. I'm on the coffee, but I went crazy here today, guys. I put a little bit of milk in it.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
I know it's crazy. How's your weekend been, Kaylee? Good to see you. Good to see you guys in the live chat, by the way. Everybody here for a little Sunday mixed martial arts. Not the biggest cage, but like it's kind of standard for regional. And all right, so we were watching WoW yesterday, and by the way, one of the fighters who, funny enough, I struggled to pronounce his name. He reached out and he's down for an interview. So I'm like booking more interviews. I got to edit a couple and we'll start dropping them very, very soon. I'm just looking at the capacity. It looks like there's quite a few people here, but not the biggest venue. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. Anyways, well done on the milk. Usually I just drink coffee black. I'm either super snob with it, and if I had all the bells and whistles, I'd like go nuts with all the espresso and all that shit. Even with instant coffee, I can get pretty fancy with it. But at the end of the day, like I'm not picky. So, especially streaming, you just need the caffeine. All right, round one, ladies and gentlemen. Like the orange gloves here. Oh, and already swinging in the pocket. Are both of these fighters 447? Low kick. There's Kavand and his low kicks. Definitely kickboxing background given his stance as well. Gee, USA Hockey has been awesome these last couple of years. Nice left hook by Aboeli. Low kick by Kavand. I can't wait for the Olympics. Oh, 1-2 and a high kick, swing and a miss by Kavand. Having just like, well, honestly, there's Russia in it, Czech, Slovakia. Man, it's going to be awesome. I think I'm going to play the US team next game. So they're playing Sweden next. Oh, swing and a miss with the right. Now looking for the takedown was Marvin Aboeli, but unable to take Mehdad to the ground. If Russia was in this Four Nations tournament, like if it was a Six Nation tournament and Czechia or Czech Republic was also in it, Russia would win. They're especially with like just with their NHL players alone, let alone probably a guy or two that they'd bring over from the KHL. 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Nice overhand right by Kavand. Sweden brought a really good team. It's crazy, like for the Americans and Sweden, Minnesota Wild are very well represented. Brock Faber and Matt Boldy for the Americans. Low kick by Kavand. High kick attempt by Kavand. Doesn't land. 3:12 on the clock. And then Gustafsson and Eriksson Ek. And Jonas Brodin on the Sweden side. 3 minutes on the clock. Sweden's always good. They're like hockey's their shit as well. I mean, like I think soccer's pretty big there too, but 243 big overhand by Aboeli, but doesn't land, and now they're landing a couple short shots in the clinch. Oh, big body kick by Mehdad Kavand. Kavand with the right. Kavand with a high kick. Hoggy saying, I think the US will win against Sweden. I think they'll beat Sweden. I think US will be in the finals. But like, how about this as an all-star game? Fucking one of the Ball brothers yapping or rapping. Some weird ass. I mean, the dunk tournament, or the dunk showcase is always cool in the NBA, but like, I think the NHL has solved their all-star game issue, ladies and gentlemen. Nice. Sweden's goalie is very good. Not, I mean, the Americans' goalie is incredible as well. So it's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a fun one. Yeah, why is that funny? 144. This is a pretty new league, Josh. And why is it funny that they're putting it on YouTube? Like, that's a good thing. They should be putting it out there for people to see, right? 134. Clinching. Couple short shots to the body by Marvin. Aboeli. Big right hand by Mehdad. Kavand. Look, just due to his age, and I ain't being no ageist over here, but due to his age, man, I imagine Aboeli's gonna slow down even more as this fight goes on, and Kavand's gonna pick him apart. No, I saw that. Oh, big shot by Kavand, and he knocks down Marvin Aboeli. Aboeli looking for a takedown as he gets back up to his feet. High kick again by Kavand. Kavand with the 1-2. Kavand with the hooks. Kavand going to the body now. Left hook by Kavand. Oh, back up against the cage is Marvin Aboeli. Hook after hook after hook, and falling to the ground is Marvin Aboeli. And this fight is over. Oh my God. That was a striking onslaught. No, I just don't get it. I don't know why it's funny. It's a good thing for the league. Team Dawood Piechaczek. Let's go. Rotation. Down goes Fraser. Damn. I mean, upon looking at Aboeli's age, I kind of figured this was not going to be an easy one for him against a kickboxer. But that was fun nonetheless. That was fun nonetheless. Give me the link, brother. When is Jubilee fighting? All right. Fun fight to start this one off. Fun fight to start this one off. I have the official bout order here. Let me bring it up again. All right. So next is Kemna and Saadi. Let's tee that. Whoops. Sorry about that. When will they fight? The first fight already happened. We just got in the first fight we just got our first TKO. All right, Hamza Saadi against Marcelino Kemna. Whoops. Okay. Kobe. All right. Marcelino Kemna. I'm flattered, by the way, Kaylee. Thank you. 1-3 as a pro. He did win his first mixed martial arts fight in his last one. I'm just saying, are they going to interview the winners in the cage? They just announced the winner, by the way. 1-3. Won his last fight against a 0-4 guy, but he was 0-3, so I mean, knocked him out in the second round. Before then, lost to a 1-1 guy, 1-0, 1-1 guys who are just, you know, starting out their career as well. Lost via armbar and another submission. We don't know what it is. And a flying knee that led to the TKO in his, in his 3 losses. Oof. His opponent, who is making his pro debut, is 4-1 in his last 5 fights. Amateur. Oh, they are interviewing the fighters. Looks like they get a medal with each win. It is Robin Black. Robin Black is everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Karate Combat, GFL, friggin' Vice Sports, LFL. Since leaving TSN, bro, he's spread his wings. Yeah, Robin Black. I mean, look at that pale complexion. LFL sold for a new league. They already got a guy in the UFC. Or is solid for a new league. They already got a guy in the UFC in Mario Pinto. Well, yeah, and Jarno Errens is headlining this card. Robbie Mexican. Yeah, he's not everyone's cup of tea. But the thing is, this is my thing. I don't necessarily like some of the over the top presenting of things and stuff like that. He knows his shit, so I'll give him that. But so he was on TSN Radio, which is like our ESPN. It's the same thing. He was on TSN Radio, and he was the only guy covering MMA. Like, there was boxing coverage on the radio, and even on like our Sportsnet up north. He was the MMA guy. He was one of the only MMA guys before Aaron Bronstetter was hired by TSN. So like that's just, I grew up knowing Robin Black as like the radio fights guy on every show, every station. And then, you know, TSN made all their cuts and stuff like that, and it looks like he's kind of branched out. Yo, what's up, Anakin MMA? Jarno main event now. That's fire. This card actually has guys with better records and more experience than even that WoW show that sold out a 10,000-seater arena yesterday. We only were able to cover... well, I guess, yeah. We were only able to cover a small portion of that card. Well, it's exactly the same thing as TSN. So like TSN was, I believe it was called the Toronto Sports Network back in the day. Legend has it was just called the Sports Network, and then ESPN bought it and then just rebranded it. I want to say in the late 80s, early 90s. My whole life TSN, I mean probably early 90s. All my life like it's all the same. And I've always preferred TSN due to its rival network in Sportsnet. I was gonna say station, but my mind went to radio. But yeah, no, I grew up on sports radio, man. That's my thing. That's why I yap. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. First round TKO. First round TKO, Ismail. I read too much about Canadians in warfare to want to fuck with the Canadian. So many of the classic hosts been dying. They're getting old. All right, let's get to the next one. Unfortunately. All right. I mean, fuck, man. Some of the guys I grew up watching in Canada, like Bob McKenzie, like he's retired. He only comes out of retirement to cover the World Juniors and like some prospect shows because that was what he's good at. But like Bobby Margarita's getting up there in age too, man. It's probably going to be in like an hour and a half, 2 hours, I imagine. Hour and a half, 2 hours. Nice, dude. I just said, dude. I just said, like, probably in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more fights. So 2 hours. Yeah, I mean, he wasn't I mean, he was a popular name. Popular in his region. Don't get me wrong, but like. Went 1-3. You know, decent opponent. He did go up against decent opponents. They maybe could have given him one more fight. Like I'm not surprised. I do think he's good. I'm not saying like I'm not surprised because I don't think he's good. I'm just not surprised given that like he didn't make an impact. Steven Street part owner of this league, I think. Oh, okay. Is he actually? That's cool. That's cool. I know he's on commentary. Hey, the MMA retard. Hi, man. What are you thinking about KSW boss attacking Octagon and telling them that they will never be European #1 promotion? I think it's unfortunate that they're bickering. KSW is not new to that. I mean, they've been rivals with Ryzen for a while because of the whole Kleber incident. Kleber leaving KSW for Ryzen. But now they've kind of made peace again. So I love Octagon. I obviously love KSW. I don't know why you wouldn't want to maybe work to cross-promote versus work to, I guess, rival each other. Or just say nothing at all and just do your thing. Because KSW will always be popular. The rise of Octagon, I don't think should be a concern for KSW. But I think they could have continued to grow together, or they should have just stayed silent on the matter versus now actually like pick a fight. Diego Lopez or Jan Blachowicz? All right. No, you didn't, dude. Hamza Saadi, like I said, making his pro debut. 5-2 as in amateur. 3 submissions. 0 KO TKOs. 2 decisions. What other Yan do you know? I don't think Jan Blachowicz will be champ again. I was hacked. 4 straight wins as an amateur before he made the jump to pro now. Beat a 5-3 guy, 4-2, 2-0. Last 2 wins have been by guillotine choke in the second round, almost at the exact same time. Fought in LFL New Talent as well as Cage Warriors Academy. If Jarno improves his ground game a bit, he could definitely be top 15. Yeah, because his kickboxing is awesome. I don't even know if Jan beats Alberg, to be honest. If he grapples him, I think, you know, if he makes the fight a little boring, but if he grapples him and uses that legendary Polish power with the ground and pound, I do think that's his path to victory. If he stands and strikes with Alberg's dangerous, man. And I know power's the last thing to go for guys, but it's just the speed at this point. His striking is crazy. It is indeed. I believe like one of his friends or like one of his cousins is always in Rush Hour Fight Club's stream. By the way, I'm picking Hamza Saadi. Where's Shane? We can actually do beer bits. Uber Eats wants me to give a $21 tip. Yeah, right. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Round 1 is upon us in this second fight on the main card. Again, Sunday, when Fury's taking Sunday off, bow into the NFL like they did the other week. LFL gonna take over Sundays with their big amateur card. Cheeky. All right, here we go, guys. Round 1. Let me know your thoughts.
Let's get it on.
Oh, in a snowstorm, I would 100% tip them. Maybe not 20, but at least 15. 450. If they're gonna put their lives on the line to basically make money off tips anyways. 444. If it was just a normal ass day, nah, bro, you getting like $2 to $5. Depending on how big the order is. $2.50 to $5. 231. Oh! Big left. Back up to their feet. A little scramble. Oh, each of them landed overhand right. Clinching now. 4:15 seconds. 4:15 on the clock. Dude, Vladdy hasn't been back in the chat for a while. 4:04. Clinching, pushing Saadi up against the cage. Saadi taller and lankier, by the way. Hey, Marcelino, you can't grab the cage. Cut off one of his fingers. By the way, for those who are just watching, I'm like, cut off his fingers. You're fucked, dude. Yes. Yes, A. And B, I hate cage grabs. I think there should be plexiglass upon every wall of the cage. Oh, drop in for an arm, but unable to get it. From a guy who had 2 guillotine wins, he went for the arm bar instead there. Right hand by Kemna. And now looking for that single leg takedown is Saadi. I think in every MMA contract, in the fine print, there should be, if you cut the cage, either some angry old virgin Brazilian nuns will smack your finger with a ruler, or somebody with a big garden scissor will just snip, cut off your finger. It's fucked up, but until they get plexiglass, that's how. Look, one person gets the snip or whoosh, the whack, and no one's ever grabbing the cage again. I always tip to be respectful. 15% is fair. 100%. Yeah, 15% is always the starting point. 248. I just don't order food a lot, so. And falling to the ground and in the top position, modified half guard. Not even modified, just straight up half guard is Kemna. Not even trying to posture up. 232. Oh, right hand, the right hammer fist by Kemna. Kemna looking pretty good so far, man. I mean, I do not have odds for this, but I'm guessing Saadi was the favorite coming in, given the run he was on the amateur. Now modified half guard, Tiger Show, knees planted. Looking to land some right elbows is Kemna. Oh, I love this ref. Let's work. Let's work. Oh, yes. Already telling them to work. I love it. I love it. 151. Even though Kemna was actually landing some shots. Trying to roll out of this. Trying to roll out of this. Dude, Gideon would 100%... Dude, Skeet, Gideon, and who's the other guy? Oma or whatever. 133. Nice reversal by Saadi. Yeah, I don't as much, but a little recently. Alex Rosen. I mean, he's good. I like when he's featured on Gideon stuff, but I don't know. He's good in his shows, and he's making a lot of arrests, which is what I said. Like, from an entertainment point of view, I don't watch him a lot. But he's making more arrests than the other guys, which is good. Or helping facilitate more arrests, which is good. Good scramble here, by the way, guys. And on the bottom, comfortable here is Saadi as he's going for potentially a triangle choke, and he's locking it in. Locking it in, triangle choke. And he could potentially go for this right arm of Kemna as well. Saadi trying to lock in this triangle choke. A lot of scrambles back and forth for top position. And able to get that high guard to this tall, lanky-ass legs with Saadi. 33 seconds. He's too much on the right side here. 24 seconds. Kemna gives the thumbs up. Oh, he's going to reverse it here, but he's still like... Oh, never mind. Triangle and mount. Triangle mount laying down hammer fist with 10 seconds. If he dies, he dies. Says the ref. It is all over with 5 seconds on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Triangle choke to mounted triangle to ground and pound. Now, it wasn't the craziest ground and pound, let's be honest. Looked like he was playing the djembe more than just like, you know, fucking throwing elbows or anything. But he continued to throw. He continued to throw. Bro is the German Paul Craig. Wow. Some nice scrambles by both guys in that one, but it is all over. 2 quick finishes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Entertainment-wise, Skeet is still the GOAT. That was a bad stoppage. He wasn't hurt, and he was defending himself intelligently. I think it was less about the strikes and more about... But he was about to be choked the fuck out. Wait, that's not Bas Rutten? Yeah, I think it looks like Paul Craig. That was in a bad position, but he wouldn't have been hurt. I think it was less about the strikes and more about he was about to go to sleep. I do agree the strikes weren't getting through that guard, though. They were kind of muffin shots. And the winner, Hamza Saadi. I was impressed with Kemna's performance in that first round, though. What the heck? Robin Black's interviewing him. Who? Oh. But anyways. What's up, Reaper Jones? Ends up getting the win. Faced some adversity. But he doesn't seem to be impressed with his performance either. How's it going, Reaper Jones? How's your weekend been so far? All right. I knew when I saw this would be 8 fights, I knew this this card would blow by. Now let me knock on some wood, because now I feel like I just jinxed it. Now we're gonna get decisions the rest of the fight. Oh man. Dude, all right, they already got rankings? That's cool, that's cool. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the official bout poster and I saw numbers next to a couple of fighters' names and I was like, oh, what? Rankings? Who won? Hamza Saadi won. Late TKO in the first round. Good. So the US owning Canada again in the 4 nations. Okay, owning is a stretch. You guys won by 1, or you won by 2, but 1 was the open net. All right. It was a good game. It's going to be more sweet for Canada to win in Boston. All right. No, but I can't wait to see more best on best. I mean, this is just such an amazing preview for what we're going to see in the Olympics. No fights, unfortunately, but like there's still going to be some crazy ass hits. But that was an excellent game. Can't wait to see US, Sweden. Can't wait to see Canada, Finland. Can't wait to see the US beat Sweden and Canada beat Finland so we can have the rematch next week. And I will be covering that live on the SodaPod channel, by the way, guys. All right, we have next here. Harun Kurt against Barry Irausquin. Yeah, I watched actually some Swiss MMA instead. All right, let me tee it up. Bottom of the screen. This one's going to be at 135. And we do have a heavyweight fight in the co-main event. Time to roll another L. Let's go. All right. Good pacing, too. Next 2 fighters already making their walk. And the next 2 fighters are Harun Kurt, who is 1-0 as a pro. He is 2-3 in his last 5 fights, including amateur. So he's on a 3-fight losing streak before he went pro, but then went pro and got a win. So there you go. Oh, and a head kick win, no less. Damn. It's lost to 2-2 guy, 5-3, 6-1. It's kind of like when he took a step up in competition on the amateur scene. He got knocked out. Fought in Cage Warriors Academy. Okay, got a win there. Okay, a couple wins on Cage Warriors Academy and a couple loss. GMC 40s where he went pro. What has this guy done since? 0-2. All right. Some experience still. 2-5 as an amateur is not necessarily the best record as an amateur, but he had 7 fights, now 8 with 1 as a pro. His opponent, Barry Irausquin, he is 1-0 as a pro on a 3-fight win streak, 3-1-1 in his last 5 fights. Let me know your prediction for this one as well, guys. So he fought in Levels Fight League 14, so a couple shows ago, where he got a first-round knockout against a 1-2 guy who has not fought since. And on the amateur scene, he did a little bit better, going at 3-3-1, but ending his amateur career on a 2-fight win streak, beating a 2-4 guy, 2-6. He fought a 7-3-1 guy and lost, but unanimous decision. That was in the LFL New Talent. Okay, so he's an LFL guy. I'm gonna go with Barry. Barry! Locking it in. Who do you guys have in the live chat? Let me know. The snow, is it stopping? It's not. It stopped for us here today. The sun is shining, actually, and it's pretty nice out. I might even go for a run to... There's this lake nearby. And then just put on the skates and go for a little stroll. All focus on Barry winning. Let's go. Ready? Yeah, so Barry's from Caraco? I honestly don't even... I've never heard of this place. And I know my maps. Oh, it's a Caribbean island. Okay. Autonomous constituent of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Oh, okay, so he's kind of the local guy. All right. Stoked there's some MMA here on Sunday, guys. Sorry I wasn't able to cover the morning portion of this card, which was the amateur series. But hey, 8 fights main card or full card, whatever, but 8 fights main portion, pro portion of the day. Levels Fight League owning Sunday today. I got him to win, sis. Although I think Kurt is going to be a good opponent. 29 years of age is Kurt. 25 is Barry. Whoa, okay. LFL says Kurt is 6-8. Maybe they're just adding his amateur fights? This is interesting. This was like in that WoW promotion as well, where some of the records were different on Tapology and SureDog than they were to what the promotion said they were. Ryzen has that, but it's like off usually by like 1 or 2. This one is pretty big. This one's pretty big. Tapology been on crack? I just don't know which one to believe. Oh, okay. Dude, Barry's freaking shadowboxing in the corner, man. That was literally me that one, like, Christmas Eve or, like, a couple days leading up to Christmas and listening to Jay's stream as I was, like, grocery shopping. And I'm just getting pumped up because of fucking boxing. And I was shadowboxing in the aisle. And I got kicked out of the store. Oh, dude, they look dialed. Let's go. Barry, a little bit taller. Has a little bit more reach by the looks of it. Oh, he clowned him. He clowned him. Harun Kurt went to shake his hand and Barry did the... Oh my god. All right. I picked Barry to win, but I kind of want Kurt to destroy him now. That was some cheeky ass shit. Round 1. Let's get it on. Damn. That is some cheeky ass shit. I'd never kick you out of my store. I think it was just like around Christmas. Security was all bumped up and they had this random guy with headphones on just shadowboxing. Like, nope, we don't even want to see where this is going. I went to the liquor store next door, though, told them the story. They thought it was funny. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Nice left hand by Kurt. Kurt's going to put on a hurt. Despite being the shorter fighter. Oh, big left by Barry. His first name's so easy to pronounce, so I'm just going to call him by his first name, okay? Irausquin, I was just going to say, Irausquin's not a tough name to say, but like, Barry! 4 minutes on the clock. Low kick by Barry. Blocked the high kick, did Kurt, and landed a nice low kick of his own. 349. Pretty light on his feet. Oh, high kick attempt by Barry. Blocked and Kurt blitzed to counter. Honestly, Kurt's looked good so far. Being forced to counter strike is Barry. Moving his arms around like some sort of wizard. Like he thinks he's Israel Adesanya out there. But he is walking Kurt backwards. 3:19 on the clock. Going for that high kick again is Barry. I mean, with that size, you might as well. Might as well. Shane is, if you know, you know. If you watch the long beer review video when I was back home, you'll get the joke. But fucking Shane, you got me all jiggity janked. 2 minutes and 52 seconds clowning on me. Blunt time. 2 minutes and 47 seconds. High kick by Kurt. Oh, and he evades the high kick by Barry. Low kick by Barry. They each swing in the pocket there. Neither of them land. Nice high guard by each. Hell yeah, sis. Oh, high kick attempt by Kurt, but he falls to the mat. Low kick by Barry. Front kick by Kurt. Right to the body by Kurt. Knee by Barry as he steps in. Front kick by Barry, and Kurt responds to the 1-2. Wearing a little bit more damage is Barry. He's got a little welt under his right eye. Speak. Speak! 1 minute and 38 seconds. Low kick. Axe kick attempt by Kurt as the smaller fighter. Looking for that knee again is Barry. But Kurt's just been in his face here. Left jab. Oh, oblique kick by Barry. Barry looking for another one, and Kurt walking in trying to land that left hook. Kurt now. High kick by Kurt. Oh, looking for the flying knee was Barry. Kurt caught the leg and is looking for the takedown. And he gets the takedown. Looking to try to get back up to his feet is Barry. Oh, knee by Kurt. Back up to his feet is Barry. Kurt almost kneed him in the face. Man, let's go. Let's go. Kurt's going to win this first round, I imagine. I mean, hopefully this summer I'll make it to Colorado. I'm kind of warming up to this fight promotion. This ain't bad. Yeah, again, for being only 16 fights in, I think they only launched, what, a year or two max. Like, I can't... Year and a half, maybe? Because they do shows every few months, right? They're small promotion, but so far so good, eh? And they'll bring kickboxing crossover guys, which just make for exciting fights, right? And that is it for the first round. Maybe not the best for their development. Maybe like get a couple wins, confidence up, and then go to another regional promotion that actually will have more well-rounded guys. But you know what I mean. Oh, the question mark kick landed earlier. Damn. Not as devastating as the one on Bonfim, but still. What is the LFL chat saying? I bet it's just fuck. Oh my. Was that you? Did you do that? It's just a bunch of flags. Is this UFC? Oh my god, you menace. Someone was just spamming flags, I saw. Alright, Kurt first round. I agree with the chat. Is this UFC? Yeah, I saw that. Alright, round 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. By the way, shout out to everybody watching here. Appreciate you guys. 446, high kick attempt by Kurt. Kurt with the right hand. Kurt pressuring Barry outside that center line. Back to center. Low kick by Kurt. Kurt almost stepped in with that left elbow. 427. Looking for the takedown here is Barry. Kurt stuffs it. They're clinching. Kurt pushing the bigger Barry up against the cage right now. He's got one underhook, but he's kind of pushing him on his side. Oh, Barry could land a right elbow if he wants to here. Barry instead locking up that right arm of Kurt. Maybe he was going to look for a throw, but Kurt stays on him. 352. Oh, big knee by Barry. I closed the chat. What did you say now? Do you think these boys are the next white John Jones? 320. Clinching, pushing Kurt up against the cage. Barry not doing much with this, though. Knee by Barry. Each of them. Body lock. Kurt looking to try to adjust here. Oh! Kurt with the reverse judo throw. Holy motherfucking. He gets into full mount. Let's go, Kurt. I didn't even pick this guy to win. But I want him to win now. He loses mount in that modified half guard side control. Back into full guard. I mean, scrambling from the bottom with those long limbs is Barry. But what a reversal. What a reversal. That was insane. Gotta watch those submissions from the bottom, but looks like Kurt's putting on a hurt. Couple left hands. Oh, trying to snatch an arm like Seagal snatches motherfucking birthdays is Barry, but Kurt. Great wrestling. Back up to his feet is Barry, but Kurt kept a hold on his shoulders. Now dropping for the double leg. He was able to get that takedown in the first round, and he gets it again here, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes on the clock. And another takedown for Kurt. Kurt still pushing Barry to the ground. Barry's got one knee planted, pushes up, but Kurt's still controlling him. Nice. I'm fresh out. I'm fresh out, sis. 1 minute 38 seconds. Nice right hand by Barry as they are back up on their feet and separate. Kurt looking for takedown again. Clinching. Oh, fuck off. Probably, though. Shout out to North Minneapolis. 1 minute on the clock. Last minute, and Kurt's still looking for a final takedown, but mostly just a clinch fest right now. I hate you guys. 45 seconds. But I can smile about it. God, imagine... Oh, knee to the body by Kurt. Oh, look where the flying knee was. Barry, and Kurt just throws the front kick. 35 seconds. Imagine if they did that to Hank. I at least can laugh it off. Whew. 25 seconds. High kick by Kurt. Oh, look at the spinning heel kick. Oh, I know. I'm jealous, boys. Smoke an extra fat one for me in spirit, Scott. And that is it for the second round. All right, third and final round coming up. I have Kurt up 2 rounds. First round, definitely more of the dominant round, but I have him up 2 rounds. Yeah, I will forever hate myself for that. And if I die, which you're definitely gonna outlive me, everyone in this chat is. But on my gravestone, I want it noted. Forever wondering who won the main event of WoW 16. You can shorten that sentence if it's too verbose and it costs too much to engrave that, but that's what I want. and with the lack of sleep and caffeine intake that I'm on these days, I got a couple years left, boys. Start making preparations now.
Let's get it on.
Third round. Oh, big left hand by Kurt. True. You drink fucking 12 Mountain Dews a day. I'm definitely gonna outlive you. That is true. Even if I didn't sleep at all. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Like not even like an hour. That'll be the ultimate prank. Is like, yeah, you should put that on your gravestone, which is already kind of a meme, and then you just wrote smoked crack. Hotboxed his car during UFC fight night. Cannoneer. Fucking oh, nice low kick by Barry. Robocop. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's roll, drop the window. Still on their feet here. Minute in. Left hook by Kurt. Low kick by Barry. Barry was setting up that right hand. Didn't land. Low kick by Kurt. Kurt just looks more experienced. More well-rounded. Oh, high kick attempt by Kurt. I mean, the size difference especially. He's matched him on the feet and beat him in the grappling. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Good UFC card though. I can't complain. Spinning heel kick attempt there by Barry doesn't land, but wow, would have been better. Oh, big right hand by Barry. Hey, like I said, one of the fighters commented on the video, and we're gonna have him on for an interview, so that's cool. 310. Fuck. Once GTA 6 comes out, we gotta get the City Life gamers and wreak havoc in the live servers. 2 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. I don't play video games, but for self-care, I'll just like load $20, buy a bunch of fucking weapons and cars and flying mobiles and just see how long I can last upon hijacking a plane and in GTA YouTube and just fucking around and pissing people off. And I don't even think I played the whole story of the last one. 2 minutes and 23 seconds. I mean, GTA 5 was. Oh, big right hand by Kurt. Actually, I've watched so many documentaries on that franchise. Oh, Canada, baby. That's all I gotta say. 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. But yeah, self-care. Cheers. 2 minutes. Still on the feet. Far from a brawl. But Barry's kind of missing with his key shots. And Kurt is seemingly, whenever he pulls the trigger, landing. One minute, 40 seconds. I think I played that one on my first ever laptop that I got for school. And then some beater ass $200 Acer shit thing that, hey, whatever. It ran that in Halo 2. That's all I gave a fuck about. But I even had like the old ones on Game Boy. 113. Oh! High kick but blocked. Actually, you know what? That was like right on the ribs. Nice shot by Kurt again. Low kick by Barry. Kurt, check the low kick. Kurt pressuring Barry outside that center line. Kurt's looking for that finishing blow, so I'll give him credit. Whereas Barry, he's just been on the back foot and just could not find his range pretty much this entire fight. Oh! And just when I say that, Barry knocks down Kurt with a straight right hand. Oh my god! And now Barry looking to get his back, but Kurt panic wrestling back to his feet. Not on his feet just yet. Oh my god, what a right hand! And Kurt back up to his feet. Kurt looking for a takedown, but can't get it. He's probably still seeing the Tweety Birds right now. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Short right elbows in the clinch from Barry. I still think Barry loses this fight unless he knocks him out. Which he just landed a left elbow. Another left elbow. Barry has 8 seconds to knock him out. He has 8 seconds to knock him out. Kurt going for the takedown. Smart move by Kurt there, and that is it. Holy shit, man. Barry was so close to winning back this fight. Dude, Halo 2 was one of the most revolutionary games ever. I wasn't like as like a I don't even think I like owned it. I think I downloaded it from fucking Pirate Bay or some shit. When I was younger and just played a little bit of live. That's another cool there's a really good documentary on that, the early franchise. I think I read Fall of Reach when I was in school, but that was it. The only gaming, like I just never played a lot of games. There were certain games that I was like, oh, I like this, I'll play the shit out of it, and then when I get bored, I kind of move on. But like, I had a Super Nintendo until I was 16, guys. 14. Then GameCube. I did have a computer though, so I'd run some games on the computer, and then didn't play games at all, really, for a while. And then in college, played Counter-Strike for 2 years and wasted so much time and money betting on skins. Or betting with skins, I should say. Ouch. There's no American fighting in this matchup. What are you talking about? All right. Official decision coming up here, and it should be Kurt. First round clear, second round closer, but it should go to Kurt. 2 rounds to 1. Yeah, let's go! Kurt with a big welt on the right side of his head, but good win nonetheless. Didn't get a finish in this one, but we got close. I'll out you too. Out him. Out him. Do it, Kaylee. I love how they just get a little medal. It's like both a winning medal and a participation medal. All in one. Because a participation medal in fighting is still like... I still tip my cap. Idiot! No. I tip my cap, okay? Or my toque in this case. Alright, fighters being interviewed right now. Let's get to the next one. 5 more fights left on this card. 5 more fights left on this card. We got Melo versus Wróbel. Melo, he's the Ball Brother rapper, right? LaMelo? Lee Angelmello Ball? Lee Angelmello Big Baller? Dude doesn't even know what he wants to say. Probably still seeing the Tweety Birds. All right. Next fight here, guys. Next fight here. And again, big shout out to everyone joining. Actually, you know what? Before I go over this one, let's quickly check on the poll question. By the way, smash that like button if you haven't already. Let's try to get to 20 likes. We have 9 more to go. Nice, some decent votes, or a decent amount of votes in the poll question. Will Jarno Errens put on a more exciting fight than Yusuf Zalal? Which look, the fight was boring. The first 2 rounds he schooled Calvin Kattar. 22 significant strikes to 4 in one of the rounds, okay? 3rd round, he did his best Chelsea Chandler impression, I will admit. 68% of you say yes, 19% of you say no, and 13% of you, surprise, surprise, is this UFC? Do you have odds for this? Hudson Melo 6-4-0 as a pro, 1-3 in his last 4 fights. He did lose his last fight as well in GMC almost a year ago, where he got TKO'd against a 9-1 guy though. He's 30 years of age. 4 TKOs, 0 submission, 2 decisions. Not super active since like 2017 and 2018, let's be perfectly honest. Unknown result in 2021. 1 in 2022 against a 1-6 guy, then 2 years later comes back and fights a 9-1 guy where he loses. Okay. His opponent out of Poland. I should have known with the name Kacper. Wróbel. He's 25 years of age. 5-0 in his last 5 fights if you include amateur, and 2-0 as a pro. He's gonna win this one. 2 KOT or 2 knockouts in his first 2 fights against a 3-2 guy and a 1-1 guy. That was in 2023. He didn't fight in 2024. He had a canceled fight. Oh, and it looks like he had a switch up in opponent as well. He was supposed to fight this guy. Okay, so he's supposed to fight a prospect kind of like him. So Hudson Melo's a short notice replacement. Okay. As an amateur, he won an amateur title against a 4-0 guy, and he went 5-1. Yeah, Casper's gonna win this one. Dude, this card had so many cancellations, by the way. I imagine it was supposed to be bigger than 8, but look at all this shit. Now, some were moved around, sure, but like, that's a lot of musical chairs. All right. I mean, Josh, in fairness, you are devoting some time here. Focusing on Sis and his wackiness. That's why, like, there's some comments I read from Sis. There's others I'm like, I'm just letting the Sis do his thing. It's pretty run-of-the-mill now. But sometimes I don't even know what's serious and not serious. That's the thing. All right, so there's a little cold open right now. I guess they're really high on this Kacper Wróbel. So anyways, they're showing some training footage and things like that right now. Oh man, I was actually bummed last night. I was hoping, okay, obviously there was Canada and USA hockey, which further put me into a Molson depression. But if there was like Deep or Gratchen or something on, like I would have streamed that. But the high quickly turned to a low when Canada lost to the United States in the Four Nations. But what the hell? How's everyone's weekend been? What have you guys been up to? I've honestly just been working and streaming. That is it. Some good fights this weekend. Now, overall, I think it was thin of big promotional names this weekend, but I don't think it was like a thin weekend of mixed martial arts at all. I mean, we covered a lot, and honestly, there was some stuff we probably could have even covered Thursday if we wanted to. I should say just like the fight weekend, because there was quite a bit of boxing this weekend as well. All right, there looks like there's still gonna be some more buffer time here. I don't know what they're showing off here. Maybe this is like a commercial or something. It must be a sponsor. Yup, probably for the venue that they're at. Hey, what's up, Amberly? Good to see you. Sister's trolling, Kaylee. How you doing, Amberly? Good to see everybody here. Okay, so yeah, they showed their little sponsor promo. Okay, no, they're holding the fights at LFL Studio. So basically like their Apex. And this is news to you? All right, so yeah, I guess they're taking a little bit of a break. So yeah, we're 3 fights in, they're taking a little bit of a break. I mean, it's an 8-fight card with a bunch of cancellations. Maybe they want to continue to fill whatever slot of TV time they may have locally. Or just, you know, extend that YouTube time. I'm good, getting ready to go in to visit my dad. I'll listen to you while I do that. I gotta call my dad today. Oh, we're just seeing some highlights from whoever they're featuring right now. one of the fighters on this card. Is it Brito who they're talking to? No way. No. Nope. Maybe somebody was supposed to be on this card. Oh, man. Marvin Aboeli was supposed to fight somebody else who probably was... I mean, this guy was probably like 40 as well. Oh, that's sad for him. Okay, the next fights are coming up here. All right. I love the guy's matching tie. I mean, it's a little like 90s gimmicky, but it's beautiful. He's got the matching tie to the microphone and orange logo. And again, I like their gloves. All right, here we go, guys. Next fight is coming up here shortly. The fighters are making their walkout. We already teed up the fighters here. A grizzled Brazilian vet at the young age of 30. Up against a 25-year-old prospect who has been dominating the regional scene. He's 5-0 in his last 5 fights. Or dominating the amateur scene and getting 2 quick knockouts as a pro. I'm picking Wróbel to win this one. Kacper Wróbel to win this one. Yeah. I mean, we went over it. Younger, a little bit more active. Although this... I should say, 2024, he couldn't get a fight. But he was a lot more active. Danger striker. Interested to see if Melo leans on his grappling here, or if he tries to go toe-to-toe with him, because he does have 4 KO TKOs in his pro MMA career. But yeah, fought in 2024, lost. Before then, hadn't fought since 2022. Before then, 2018. Orange gloves are nice. I like the yellow ones too in Colorado. Yeah, Sis can't clown on those prices that we got in Canada, Josh. They're awesome. Yo, Josh isn't a bitch boy though. Sis, come on now. Yeah, my friend's in that industry, Josh. The orange gloves are nice. I like the yellow ones in Cage Warriors 2. Colorado? Cage Warriors. Having a busy weekend usually. Hey, Jared looked great. RoboCop is a giant. After that first round, I was scared, like most of us, I think, watching. Hey, he's walking out with his friend's name on his flag. Jesus. Maybe that's his coach. I'm not a bitch boy. I'm a bitch girl, bitch. Now Kaylee's joining in on the action. I think Josh just doesn't know your lore, sis. Which I'm surprised, given that you and Josh are in the chat the same time always. I shouldn't even call it lore, just how you operate. Hey, what's up, El Enrique? Me and Jay Smooth are just roasting the Glory Last Man 32 Grand Prix, the K1. Sicily lineup was better than this joke. The state of kickboxing is in despair right now with, you know, friggin' K1 Sicily having a better card than Glory. Grand Prix or no Grand Prix. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But good to see you, El Enrique, the extraordinary one. Thanks for hanging out with us here today. A little Sunday mixed martial arts out of the Netherlands. A lot of kickboxers, kickboxing crossovers on this card. Stop the cap, as the kids say. Glory doing this Grand Prix. The new funders for this Grand Prix. For 40 bucks, I wouldn't even put my nose close to that skunk weed. Glory has seen its best days. I actually miss Prime Glory. Me too. Glory doing this Grand Prix with new funders for this Grand Prix. Ah, got you. All right. Fighters are being announced in the cage. In the blue corner. With that fake ass coat and shit they put on it. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, brother. Let's go. I can write top shelf on my description of it too. And then sell the bottom shelf. Fucking scrapings from the bottom like freaking Lucky Strike does these days in their ciggies. Rico literally has no one left to fight. It is true. And now he's calling out Francis Ngannou. My grandma sold, never under 25% THC, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, LGBTQ. Dude, ears are icky. Oh, yeah, dude, look at that left ear of Melo. That thing might pop. All right, he definitely rolls. He definitely rolls. You can see it in his ears. All right. Round 1 coming up. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on.
All right, a little bit of buffer time, but we're back. Damn, I didn't realize how much taller he was. But yeah. Cacper Wróbel going for the takedown, and he gets it. Wróbel. Nice level change, couple of right hands. I do want to go and check out the scene in Colorado. I'm excited. They've done a lot of things better than fucking Illinois. Oh, and he grabbed the cage. Oh no, I've done my research on some of these websites. Fugazi, my man, Fugazi. But I am excited to go and, like I said, check out the whole scene in Colorado. Nice left by Melo. But after he landed that left, he got a takedown by Wróbel. Taking a point. Base, yes, he took a point for the cage grab.
That shit beautiful.
That's amazing. I like this league. Yeah, Illinois is crazy. Their prices are more than a lot of places. Their prices are more than the indigenous folks selling it in Minnesota on the reserves. That's the only way you can sell it legally in Minnesota right now. Smokable products anyways. Everything else is legal. It's ass backwards here. 3 minutes and 38 seconds. Trying to pass in a half guard right now. There's people from Netherlands and Amsterdam watching being like, hold my massive fucking joint here, bud. Hey, I'm not saying you don't. What I found, not for me, brother. Not for me. 3 minutes and 17 seconds on the clock. Getting back. Oh, now into mount. Looking for the arm triangle choke. Oh, and it's a tap. It is all over. Mounting triangle choke. He didn't even get into half guard. He didn't even get into half guard before he sunk that in. Damn. Beautiful. Another quick finish. We've had one fight go the distance and almost finished at the end. Point taken away for grabbing the cage. Love that. Landed a big left hook and Wróbel just ate it. Went for the takedown. Caught the submission. Yeah, I mean, again, that's why I was back full circle. That's why I was just we were lucky in Canada. Their rollout was awesome. Like, it took a little while for more places to pop up and supply to be there for the demand, but once they were able to get that supply chain going, yeah, like it's been thriving, which is awesome. Nice. Nice, nice. Yeah. We were spoiled up north in that regard. All right, being announced as the winner is Kacper Wróbel. Like I said, sis, I've done my research. I've like friends who are in the industry, right? And I've done enough to know that I would rather not than risk it for the biscuit with some of the stuff out there. What's up, Robert? So that's me. But you put 12 Mountain Dews in you a day, so like, you know. Hashtag respect your body. Again, there's nothing you will show me that will convince me otherwise, brother. But that's okay. It's not your problem. Like, you do you, man. You do you. I've seen more than enough. Like, let's not turn this stream into you convincing me to buy from whatever sites you buy from. I've seen enough. It's not for me. Hopefully things locally here will get better, or, you know. Or we'll go up to Duluth. Yes, it's been a great card. It's been a great card. Hey, what's up, Morpheus? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thank you so much for the gifted memberships, by the way, yesterday again. But yeah, so this card, it's a small card. Hilarious. I'm out. Peace. I'm out. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not saying you didn't do your research at all, dude. I didn't even mean for this to get contentious. I'm just saying, from what I looked up, and from some of the people I talked to, it's not for me. But anyways, have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's get to this next one. We got Alish Smith against Agata Truskolaska. I think this is the only women's fight on the main card. And I'm just treating this whole fight as a main card. Because it's an 8-fight card. They had their amateurs before that. And there were a lot on the amateur side of things. Whoops. Let's go back here. So it's called LFL New Talent. And they had 12 fights, and it started, what time did it start? 6 a.m. Eastern, they started that one. I think there was a couple girls on that card as well. Anyways, I missed that one. I didn't get up to do that amateur one. Although we did do Fury Amateur Series last week. But we kept it with the pros here. I thought the first 2 rounds he had a great performance. Was it the most exciting fight? No. But he like hit but didn't get hit. Hit but didn't get hit. Outlanded Cater. What was it? One round was like 22-4. And then the third round started to run around like Chelsea Chandler instead of fight back. So like third round, like I didn't like that. First 2 rounds, I thought he had a good performance. Overall, the fight wasn't that great. Does Morpheus have the red pill? Guinness Drought Time. Enjoy your reviews. Hey, thank you. I do like Guinness. I don't seek it out often. I really like want to go to the actual like brewery though. He won, so it worked. Yeah, third round, I think Cater actually probably won the third round. He was a lot more aggressive and didn't run away. But the first 2 rounds, I thought Zalal, again, hit but not get hit. Wasn't the most exciting fight. It wasn't a brawl, but it's the way she goes. And I think like he's fighting a ranked guy and he wanted to get into the rankings and just didn't want to risk this one, even in the slightest. So it's like, I get it, but it's kind of like, wanted to see a little bit more. All right. Let's get to this next one. All right. Agata Truskolaska. 0-5 as a pro. Damn. 0-5 as a pro. All except for one were first round finishes. Damn. All except for one were first round finishes. Losses. First round finish losses, I should say. Losses 2-5, 3-4. Oof. Arm lock, 3 KO TKOs, and an arm bar. You're told to drink Guinness in Ireland by a doctor if you have a low blood level iron deficiency. I had like a barrel aged Guinness that my friend brought back for me when he went there. She started in BJJ. The announcers keep saying, "Ah, I got you." Just a glass here or there. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense. Grappler, but she's even been submitted a couple times. But anyways, going up against Alish Smith, who's 3-3 out of Australia, and she's 3-2 in her last 5 fights. 2 KO TKOs, 1 submission, 0 decisions. That's what we like to see. And has fought in Hex, where she went 2-1. Her last opponent, who she lost, who was 5-0, she took a step up in competition to fight her and lost that one via decision. Before then, beat a 1-0 gal, 2-0 gal in which she finished, and 0-0 gal. She finished all 3 of those fights, like we mentioned. As an amateur, she went 5-9 as an amateur, losing her last 3 fights before going pro, in which she lost 2 more and then finally got on a little bit of a streak there. I just don't know how much grappling defense Alish Smith has. She does have a rear naked choke victory. Oh, I'm gonna pick Alish Smith. I'm scared the grappler might find it here. Might maybe get the takedown. We'll just see. Let's hope Alish Smith, you know, now 3-3 as a pro, 6 pro fights, has enough takedown defense and the little things to get back up to her feet. Oh, you called that one as well. Let's go. Give me the Aussie. Smash that like button, by the way, guys, if you haven't already. More commentary, more play-by-play, more interaction with you guys. Keep the comments coming. Both gals are in the cage right now, and they're about to be announced. So in the red corner is Alish Smith, who's taller, has a little bit more reach. She's 28. Agata is 30. Landed in Ireland and asked for the Guinness there. She slapped my hand and told me to wait a minute. It was the best it was needed to settle. Nice. Well, that was fast. Plans change. It snowed. Roads are bad, so we called it off. Damn. Well, yeah. Stay safe. It's crazy that this snowstorm is sweeping the nation. Hey, thank you, buddy. All right, fighters are being announced right now. Oh, man. I'm banking on Alish Smith landing the better strikes. Maybe a finish. But we'll see if Agata just, like, spams takedowns. Maybe even, like, the body lock goes for the trip. They tilt the glass as well here in Ireland when pouring Guinness. As they should. So they said it was a catch weight. But still, I think, under 120 pounds. All right, here we go, guys. Round 1 is upon us. It's on YouTube for free on LFL's YouTube channel. Round one.
Let's get it all.
Already walking for. Oh, big right hand! Big right hand by Alish Smith knocks Agata down. Hammer fist. Elbows. Agata on the bottom eating elbows right now. She's trying to cover up. Oh my god. First strike of the fight and Alish Smith drops Agata. Agata still on her back, trying to cover up. Ref giving her a chance to continue to defend herself and get out of this position. And the referee stops it. It is all over. What is this league? Oh my god. Oh my god. Right hand drops her. Yup. Not even time to even try to go for a takedown. Holy shit. 0-6 for Agata. Now besties. Dude, he looked slow, but awesome. The Killer Gorilla's got so much heart, dude. Because in that first round, Robocop... And I didn't even think that Robocop gassed himself out. I thought he... If anything, he'd gas himself out grappling. No, gas himself out, almost taking Jared Cannonier out, dropping him twice. Jared Cannonier comes back and finishes him with that elbow. That was awesome. 0-6 may need to reconfigure her career choice. Great sportsmanship indeed. I blinked and it's done. Still the Killer Gorilla. And you know what? I'm glad to see that. He was a lot more aggressive in that one because I was a little critical of... well, not even... I guess it is a critique, but like... I was saying that maybe he was struggling a little bit. Again, speed factor, which is one of the first things to go just with age. And just that, like... killer instinct that he had en route to the title shot. I thought Cannonier was done last night after the first. I can't believe he come back like that was great. Dude, I honestly, I thought so too. And then we all were like, is Robocop just like slowing down? Or is he like taking the round off? Is he conserving energy? Then I was like, nah, man, this guy is slow. Still, because Robocop showed pretty good heart too in the third round, I will say. Because I think he was up around. But yeah, his longevity is crazy. It really is. It really is. And his story going up from, what was it? Military, smoked weed, left the military, started MMA, as a heavyweight, then light heavyweight, and then middleweight. Very cool stuff. All right, featured fight coming up. Featured fight. Alaska. Fedor to BKFC? No. Wait. What? Fedor to UFC? I literally just pulled up Twitter right now and wrote Fedor. That is crazy. I mean, he's so old right now though, but like, we might have an announcement. Fedor Emelianenko. Hey, Fedor, we're waiting. Oh, Conor McGregor said it. Okay, I just saw. I think it was MMA Junkie just made a post that Conor McGregor was saying it. I don't know if I believe it now. But that's interesting. That's interesting. BKFC. I think just like Fedor's just... He's too old. I mean, is he fighting Mark Hunt in BKFC? Is that what's going to happen here? Like, jeez. I don't know, man. I love both of those fighters. Mark Hunt's one of my favorites. I don't want to see him fight again. I really don't. We might have... Yeah, so Conor McGregor. Interesting. Fedor looks shredded lately. I don't trust McGregor either. Fedor versus Big Ben and BKFC would be something. But I mean, we saw Fedor's last fight, man. It was barely a fight. Father Time is undefeated. I think Big Ben would very much hurt him. You know? A little bit more wear and tear on that Fedor career and body than Big Ben Rothwell, I imagine. Because I know Ben's getting up there in age as well, but... I mean, fuck, man. Even like 5-6 years ago, I'd be like, hell yeah. But right now, I don't know. I don't know. Like, even Rampage getting in there with Rashad, like... So I don't think it's going to be anything entertaining. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Has Rashad been kind of more active? Not even really. He had one fight, probably around the same time as Rampage fought his last fight in Bellator. I don't know. I love the legends, man. And there's some of them that I will always support and root for and things like that. But it's like, sometimes it's just... I mean, I guess like Rampage fighting Rashad isn't the worst because there's a storyline there and they're both old and whatnot, but I don't know. And that's boxing, not BKFC. But then here I am who just loves what Eddie Alvarez is doing. So what the fuck am I even talking about? Although, I know Eddie's up there in age as well, so I don't know. Maybe Fedor still has some gas left in the tank. But long or the short of it, if it's Conor McGregor hinting at it, I think it's very much... Or take it with a grain of salt. But interesting nonetheless. Thanks for sharing. All right. I don't think LFL anticipated for how many finishes they were going to have here. Because it looks like they're... like, not stalling. Because they're talking about fighters coming up on the fights and things like that. But like... maybe they were aiming for a 3-hour stream. And we're an hour and a half in and 3 more fights left. So I'm not sure. But anyways. There's just the panel's talking. They're going through some of the fights that we've seen already. The chat on this stream is hilarious. What's going on in their chat right now? Dick measuring competitions, I imagine. All right. Let's highlight these next 2 fighters here. I might do it again as they walk out, but it looks like we got a few more minutes until that. Oh, never mind. Here we go. Here we go. They're announcing the walkouts. All right. Perfect time. Perfect time. Talking about how that girl lost should try cooking. Oh, man. I mean, 0 and 6, you can try anything at that point. All right. We have David Piechaczek against Roland Goedhart. Roland Goedhart, out of the Netherlands. He's the hometown guy. He's 4-0 as a pro, 5-0 in his last 5 fights. And he's fought all 4 of those fights at LFL. Won his last fight via head kick in the first round. So 3 first-round finishes. Kimura, punch, head kick, 1 decision. Decision was against a 5 and 6 guy. But a great win in his last fight against an 11 and 6 guy via the head kick in the first round. As an amateur, he went 3-2. Beating 7-4 guy in his last fight. Didn't get any finishes on the amateur scene. And then, boom, hits the pro scene and goes on a little bit of a run. His opponent... David Piechaczek, Lionheart, 3-1 as a pro, 4-1 in his last 5 fights. He's 2-1 in NFC. Won his last fight against a 2-5 guy, lost a 2-0 guy. So he hasn't beaten anybody with a... it was Aboeli. We fought... He hasn't fought anyone with a winning record. I'm going to go with Roland Goedhart in this one. The hometown guy. The LFL product. And again, though David himself has a winning record, he's not beaten anybody with a winning record yet. And the last guy that he beat was that 44-year-old last year who was 43, who we saw earlier. So, okay, so one of the features that they were showing earlier, before the last fight, was on Roland Goedhart. So yeah, this is their boy. This is their boy. I know he's everywhere now. And I said this early in the stream, in Canada, like when I was growing up, he was on like our version of ESPN radio as the fight guy. Like he would go on all the different regional radio stations, Vancouver, Toronto, Winnipeg, Ottawa. He was on them all when those radio shows, the morning, mid, and an afternoon show, had a fight segment, or if there was UFC or something they wanted to cover. He was that guy. So I grew up, like, I listened to sports radio religiously growing up. Rest in peace, TSN 1040 and the team. And yeah, so I just knew Robin Black as the fight guy on TSN radio. Then he did like TSN TV panel stuff. And then I think was eventually let go or parted ways from, I don't know the story there. Instead of going to Sportsnet, he just started to branch out and do everything else. I mean, maybe, but I don't think I don't think it was for anything. I don't think it was for his style, like you're suggesting. I think, like, and again, I'm Canadian. I know a lot about TSN and what went on. They made a ton of cuts, even to some of their profitable stations and shows, and then they lost the UFC rights. So, like, even Aaron Bronstetter left or got cut or whatever and went to Sportsnet right after. So again, like, I don't mind Robin Black. I think his shtick is definitely a little out there, and it's not for everyone. It's definitely not why I became a fan of him. But I do like him on like podcast features, and I do like his breakdowns. TSN lost the UFC rights, and Sportsnet got it. TSN and Sportsnet are the two big networks in Canada. And so that was like, when TSN lost the rights, Aaron Bronstetter made his post, great working for TSN, whatever. Sportsnet announced that they get the rights, and instantly, hey, glad to be part of the team at Sportsnet. I think he fought 1 or 2 pro fights. Maybe just amateur. Oh no, he went 4-5 as a pro. He went 4-5 as a pro, never went to decision. Win or loss, never went to decision. His last fight was in 2012, where he won via Kimura. So yeah, Tapology page and all. All right. Fighters are being announced in the cage now. Middleweights here at 185. Both of them standing 6'3". David Piechaczek. He's in the blue corner. Roland, hometown boy. LFL product. Roland Goedhart in the red corner. Roland is 34. Okay. Looks like he's in pretty good shape. Both of them do, actually, so. Definitely not like true 170 pounders fighting at 185 because they lazy. These guys both athletes. All right. Picking the red corner. Yeah, me too. Okay, round 1 coming up. Ref just giving them their instructions, and then we'll get right into it. This featured fight, ladies and gentlemen. This featured fight. Damn, all right. There's a little animosity here. They're both dialed. All right, here we go. Round 1.
Let's get it all.
Should be good. Oh, look for that right hand upon catching the leg of Goedhart was David Piechaczek. Or Piechaczek, sorry. Piechaczek gets that takedown, and now he's inside control. Piechaczek still in side control, landing some right hands. 425. Some more right hands. Looking to me pass into mount or set up a crucifix here. Great work by David Piechaczek. He went straight for it. Looking to try to get into mount. He's in that modified half guard side control. Might threaten for the arm triangle choke here, which is becoming more and more popular. I feel like we see it all the time, both in UFC and the regional scene. That side control, threaten the arm triangle choke to get to mount, or just go for it and hop onto the other side. But the cage is to the right of Goedhart, and that is what's making it hard for Piechaczek to get into mount. But in a little bit of a scramble here, they moved away from the cage a little bit more, and there it is. And David Piechaczek took advantage of that space, and he's able to get into full mount. Big shots by David Piechaczek. Giving up his back is Goedhart. He gave up his back, but he's on his feet, but he got his neck snatched. He got his neck snatched. Only one hook in. Only one hook in. Just hanging on to him. Just hanging on to him is Piechaczek, and it is all over. Another quick finish. And this time for the German David Piechaczek, who is now 4-1 as a pro. Beating the undefeated Roland Goedhart in front of his home crowd. Going, gone. That was fast. Another fast one. Another fast one. Nice. That was savage, man. Grab the neck and one hook in, but he was dangling on the side and just kept cranking that and pulling it backwards. Till eventually he got it. Oh, it's all good, Robert. It's all good. I'm always going to be a couple seconds behind because you guys are seeing me on YouTube, which it takes a second. There's always a second broadcast delay or a couple second broadcast delay. Same on my head. Or maybe my YouTube isn't live. I don't know. Anyways, no, it's all good. It's all good. You, that shit's out of our control. Damn. Another finish. Another fun one. Toes in the cage though. Cut him off. Cut him off. I missed that. So use leverage off? Okay, well then he should be disqualified. Or none should run in there right now and just give a big ruler whack to his big toe. Damn, dude. The women's fight was quick. This fight was quick. And now we have the big boys, the heavyweights, which I imagine it's either going to go two ways. It's going to be the most boring fight on the card and be the longest fight on the card, or it's going to be another quick one. We shall see. LFL is just finish after finish after finish. Gotta love regional MMA. You want that technical Zalal fighting? Go to the UFC. You want that? I don't give a fuck about matchups or anything. We're just going to go out there and I'm going to try to get a finish. Regional. It may be sloppy, but it's fun. And honestly, this has been pretty good. This has been pretty good. Good level. Again, for being a small and new promotion. Good production value as well. Hey, wearing that medal. A good display of respect and sportsmanship as well. I've enjoyed the production of it all. This ain't bad fight promotion for it being free on YouTube. Yeah, and especially since they doubled up on it, right? Like they had, what did I say? It was 14 amateur fights starting at 6 a.m. Eastern leading up to this card, and then they go into this one. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm excited to see more of that kid. I underestimated him. I saw the record. I saw he's from the Netherlands. I thought Roland Goedhart would be able to beat him, but David Piechaczek, 4-1. Germany, by the way, starting to produce a lot of good MMA fighters and a lot of prospects. UFC all day. I like it. I like it. I also like good, fun, heavyweight scraps. And hopefully we have one of those next. So he's German. Yes. David Piechaczek is German. And where does he train out of again? It trains out of Germany as well. 93% of people on Tapology also picked Roland Goedhart to win. I didn't look at that before because usually it's a little skewed because there's not a lot of votes half the time. I mean, maybe like UFC, Rising, some of these bigger promotions being a little bit different, but. Oh, and that German fighter who fought just a few fights earlier was in his corner, Hamza Saadi. Oh, no, both the guys were. Saadi and Kurt were in his corner. That's cool. Where one was in his corner, Hamza, the other one was, well, part of his team, anyways. Punchy, 5-fight, cool streak, more like it. What's up, Ben? We know you love heavyweight scraps. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Can't stand the state of heavyweight MMA right now outside of like the deep circuit. But everywhere else, it's kind of slacking a little bit. But hopefully here on this card, damn keyboard. Hopefully here on this card that has had nothing but finishes. I mean, other than one, but it almost had a finish there in the end. Heavyweights that we see a good scrap here in this one. Luis Carlos de Brito, 5-7 as a pro. Oof. 0-5 in his last 5 fights. 1 KO TKO win, 4 submissions. So a heavyweight grappler? 0 decision. I do like that. He's finished every single fight that he's won. He's lost to 1-0 guy, 3-2, 13-4. Don't blame him for this one, but I'm sure that was a quick finish. Yep. For exhibition and Senshi. So hasn't had a legit, and I don't want to say this isn't legit, but it was exhibition. Hasn't had a pro mixed martial arts victory since 2023. Okay, he's actually been pretty active the last 2 years. Where he beat a 9-5 guy via guillotine choke. Respect. But other than that, doesn't have any notable wins. And he's had some brutal losses as of late. His opponent in the rematch, he's taking on the Vanilla Gorilla. That is right, Louie Sutherland out of Scotland. He is back. This is the rematch we never thought we needed, ladies and gentlemen, but we are getting here in the co-main event. He's 7-3 as a pro. He is 3-2 in his last 5 fights. And he's at a Great Britain top team. 6 KO, TKO, 0 submissions, a 1 decision. 1-1 in the PFL, you may recall. 0-1 in Bellator. Coming off he's coming off a win against a 9-5 guy. Before then lost to a 6-0 guy. But became the Fight Star champion, beating Luis Carlos de Brito, who's 5-0 at that time. Or sorry, 5-2 at that time. Man, a streak of first round knockouts when he came into his pro MMA career, and seemingly when he wins, it's usually by finishes. As you can see here, 6 finishes, only 1 decision. He was 5-2 the last time they fought. I think Louis Sutherland beats him again. If Luis Carlos de Brito, I don't even want to say he was a 2023, so it wasn't even in his prime, but more in his prime, Luis Carlos de Brito, if he couldn't beat Louis Sutherland, their first fight, he's not going to beat him in this one. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts. I really don't think the LFL crew thought that this was going to go by this quickly. So they are taking a little bit of a break again here. Chilly day, chilly day. Sun's shining. I kind of want to go for a run, but it's cold and icy. And, we'll see. I might run to the lake and skate for a bit. Maybe I'll do that. Been sitting too long this weekend, guys. Ugh, need to sweat. I think yesterday I didn't do any of a workout. Stretched after streaming, but that was it. Unless you call drowning your tears in Molson Canadian workout, then I got a hefty one of those. Pacing has been good. Look, beggars can't be choosers. I don't think it's bad pacing. I think they're just like they've knockout after knockout after knockout, and I'm guessing that they're probably on some sort of TV service locally or some sort of streaming service out in the Netherlands, and they just like probably have like a 3-hour slot that they have to fill. Oh, I love it. I'd probably love it even more if I was uplifted as you insist. You can skate? Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's play some shinny. I got 2 extra sticks. Couple pucks. And I think like this lake nearby, it's not like it's a very small lake that's just like kind of on the side of the road. Okay, outside of the highway. It's a small lake, but like small lake Minnesota perspective. Like big enough for like it would probably take you like, I don't know, 10 minutes to skate around it. Maybe 5 to 10 minutes to skate around it. And there's like a few houses on it as well. Nothing like the pacing for that Pancrase blood show. I was saying, that was so crazy. I didn't even have time between fights to read the fighter's 0-1 record. Not even like 7-3-0. Let's go through and see who he fought. I was like, no, 0-1 are making his debut, and I still didn't have enough time. I never thought I would see anything beat Bellator YouTube's pacing, but that did. You're very good. You trained for years. Honestly, you're probably a better skater than me then. Because I never played like youth ice hockey or anything like that. I just played pond hockey growing up and just skated because Canadian. I played more roller and ball hockey than anything. No fear on the ice. I love that. Yeah, you definitely outskate me then. But it's fun. It's fun. I like just going fast. That's why I like the open lakes with no boards, because then I don't have to worry about stopping quickly. I can just go. I can just go. All right, so they're running through a few more commercials here. Yeah, not much more to highlight. Guys, I am aiming to do my membership stream tonight. I have some work to do after this is done, but not a lot of work to do. And once that's done, and I'm exporting this file for a client, I'll get some highlights together. And then I think there's like one quick story we'll talk about. I just hate jumping on membership stream and just being like, okay, guys, give me your comments. And there's like 4 or 5 people there. And it's the same people who don't have any new questions for me. So I always want to prepare something for membership stream, which is last week I was too busy to do so. So I was like, you know what? Better to just not do one than to do an ill-prepared one that is just not good content anyways. But yeah, so one quick story and probably like 8 to 10 highlights after dinner tonight. I love going fast. Oh, you did figure skating. Nice. Well, yeah, so your technique is top notch. I love going fast. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. I'm not the most polished skater, but like I said, I'm Canadian. I can skate. I can play pond hockey with the boys. But that's about the extent to it. So they're showing a feature right now on Louie Sutherland. And some highlights from throughout the card here today. It's pretty... I wouldn't even say this is a cold open. It's just like a feature. Like, I'm guessing they probably put this on YouTube as well. Like, maybe just, like, posted this cold open. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let me know who you think's going to win this one. I mean, it seems pretty evident that Louie Sutherland will win. But hey, if Louie Sutherland loses, if he gets knocked out, then it's one knockout apiece. We do the trilogy on the next LFL fight. Or LFL card. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yep. Yeah, he fought in Bellator. I don't think Cage Warriors as well. But I remember watching him on Bellator and the PFL. Yeah, so he never fought in Cage Wars, but I remember I watched him in PFL and in Bellator. I watched both those fights. Hence my support for the Canucks, even though ice hockey isn't in London. It's crazy London doesn't have an EIHL team. But yes, let's go Canucks. I'm so sad that JT Miller's gone. Hopefully Pettersson steps it up. Because the Canucks essentially... okay, I don't want to say they gave away, but... They gave away a 100-point player on cents on the dollar. He seems to rate himself highly, but all fighters do. That is true. And they fought before. He knocked out Luis Carlos de Brito in 2022. Since then, Carlos de Brito has lost 5 straight. That's the thing. That's the thing. Excited for the main event coming up after this, by the way, guys. Jarno Errens against Kyle Machado. I do think Errens will win that one, but 17-9 Kyle Machado against 14-6-1 Jarno Errens. Really, really good kickboxer. Nasty, nasty finishes in his kickboxing career as well. 5 straight, dude. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lost to Louie Sutherland, then went 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, so 4 straight after that. Again, he did have an exhibition MMA fight at Senshi, but I'm not counting that one. We're better at rugby. True. But there is a hockey league in the UK, though, and it's a really good league. It's a really good league, actually. It's more of a rough and tough league. Like, there's a lot of fights. Less finesse, more fights. But it's a good league nonetheless. Like, there'll be, there's like D1 NCAA hockey players from the United States who will go and play in the EIHL after, you know, playing a couple years in North America. And wait, is that Biggie Boy? Marlon Moraes? Okay, they were showing an ad for a glove, and they had Marlon Moraes and Biggie Boy in it. Yo, what's up, Brandor? Happy Sunday. Let's go. It was like a glove. Yeah, Kaylee. It's a good league. EICH. No, wait, hold on. EIHL. Yeah, the Elite Ice Hockey League. Here's the website for it. Again, it's pretty good hockey. It's pretty good hockey. It's pro. They get paid. There's a few Canadian, like they have I think like 5 or 6 slots for international players on the roster. So like there'll be a Russian, there'll be a Swede, there'll be a Canadian and American here and there. Most of the times the Swedes, Russians, and like Finns will just play in their own domestic league. But yeah. What did you think of Finland big brothering Sweden? I was surprised how physical they were against Sweden, although Canada kind of was more physical against Sweden as well. It's making me a little nervous, but I think Canada will be able to beat Finland. I think the US will be able to beat Sweden, as, you know, barring Philip Gustafsson just doesn't completely stand on his head, which he could. And then we'll get the rematch and Canada will win it in Boston, baby. Let's go. Yep, Belfast has a hockey team. Yeah, so they extend like just outside the UK as well. Belfast is one of the better ones. Cardiff, That's another one. Those are that's another like big one. I'm liking the tourney. It's pretty sick, dude. Me too. I hope they extend it to 6 next year and bring in Czech and Russia. But yeah, like the NHL finally solved the All-Star game problem. Let's just do an international tournament where guys are getting injured left, right, and center. Like Cale Makar hurt. Freaking Shea Theodore hurt. Like, this is crazy, man. This is crazy. Russia would have won it this year if they were in it. I went through and I crafted 2 rosters. Their B roster wouldn't win, but their A roster, in my opinion, would win. Vasilevsky, Bobrovsky as your 1A, 1B. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, I love Hellebuck. Don't get me wrong. Ottinger is your B, fine. Better than anything fucking Canada has right now, but, like, holy fuck, dude. I was introduced to Ice. Like, Ovi would be on the 3rd line. They're so deep, Brander. That's how crazy it is. I was introduced to ice hockey 10 years ago, and it was all American, so I guess I never checked for anywhere else. Oh, yeah, so Sweden has a really good league. Finland has a really good league. Russia has the 2nd best league in the world, in my opinion. Yeah, hockey's ever... The Czech league is pretty good. But yeah, no, Kaylee, you should see if there's like a team near you. It's quite the atmosphere. It's quite the atmosphere. A lot of like the enforcers who don't get like a full-time NHL contract, who kind of fizzle out of the AHL, they'll go to the EIHL, Kaylee, and just beat the fuck out of guys. All right, finally, I think the cold open for this next one is showing, and then they'll make their walkouts. Oh, man, they're really okay. The pacing was good until now. I'll say that. Pacing was good until now. They just showed the cold open after the announcer said they were walking out, and they go back to the panel. Brazilian guy's so fat. He's got a big belly on him. No, I've missed out big time. Well, now you can get in on all the action. 2 huge, tough, hard-hitting dudes. I thought he said super fat, but he said super fast. They're saying Louie Sutherland is really fast. He mixes in the kicks as well. And he is a little bit taller than Luis Carlos Brito. And again, he knocked him out. His loss before going on, he was 5-2 at this point. Luis Carlos de Brito was 5-2 at this point. Lost to Louis Sutherland and lost 4 more after that. And you know what? Oh, God. Fought 3 months ago, got knocked out. Or TKO'd. Fought 2 months ago, TKO. Fought 1 month ago, TKO. What is this guy doing? I wonder if he was a late replacement. Let's take a look. Okay, he was a late replacement. He was a late replacement. He's supposed to be fighting Luke Newland. So that would have been more of an even match. Okay. Who's a champion in Raged UK 18. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. Yeah, those low kicks by Sutherland. They're even just showing some on the broadcast right now. Again, guys, we'll get back to the play-by-play, the commentary, and everything when the fight starts, but... Boys haven't even made their walkout yet. I saw fat. Louise needs this one. Big time, big time. He's fought 3 times in the last 3 months. Sheesh. Sheesh. Oh, man. Yeah, it looks like he I haven't watched him in LFL yet. In Louis Sutherland, but I did watch him in I watched both of his losses, to be honest. I watched him lose in Bellator, and I watched him lose in... Wait, did he a PFL? Okay, no, I saw him win in PFL, I saw him lose in Bellator. That's what it was. But he's got big hooks. He's got some crazy kicks for a heavyweight. Maybe one of the guys' hand is not wrapped yet, and that's why they're stalling. But anyways. Or like I said, maybe they're on some local streaming service or broadcast network and they need to drag this out another 45 minutes. I love how they show running footage on Brito. So it looks like he's got some takedowns. He's got some big overhand right hand. That's funny they showed running footage to start. Am I mean for saying that? Okay, they're saying he's got good takedowns. We'll see. All right, I'm taking take a quick break, guys. Fighters are about to make their walkouts, I hope. I'm just gonna grab another coffee. I've waited long enough. I'm jonesing over here for some more caffeine. So give me 2-3 minutes on the other side. We'll be back. We'll quickly tee them up again, but we've been ragging the puck, talking about them here for a little bit now. They'll be making their walkouts in a couple minutes. We will cover it. Live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the chat. Vote in the poll question if you haven't already, and we will be right back. Apparently, he's got good takedowns. Hey, he took the fight on short notice. I'm not saying that he'd be slimmer and trimmer if he didn't, but like, he's making sure that Louie Sutherland still has a fight here. So I'm happy for that. All right, back on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
To me, I be cooking, I be whipping over the wok. You see, walk. If you talk it, then walk it. How you talk it, then talk it. City life, ayy. I might sip some syrup like a Canadian. Ayy, city life. Said, baby, how you make your money? I said, baby, I best fight. Baby, I best in the city life. America, I'm American. I said, pull up to the city tonight. I am the GOAT Capper. Do not go against my picks, or you will get demolished. I'm the GOAT at this shit. You know this. You know I'm talking to. Ish, I'm talking to you. I'm the GOAT at this shit. Don't go against me. Ever again. We boys, though. Yeah, that's all right. That's hey. City life, hey. Yeah, private. Sipping on some syrup, I feel Canadian. City life, hey. I might best advise. City life, hey, swear it's just a city life, hey, she living such a city life, she just want a silly vibe, she said, she just wanna have some fun tonight, she wanna have some fun out in the city tonight, told that hoe you wanna sip some syrup like you Canadian, city life, how you make your money, I said, baby, I bet five, city life, shout out my boy City Life, ayy. I get down, back over the hoe. Swear, life day to day, such a project. Living in the damn project. They wanna
And we are back live here on the City Life Project YouTube channel. Thank you for being patient in the break there. I literally got a phone call right when I stepped aside and told them, hey, we're watching Levels Fight League right now. I will call you back. Refilled my coffee and we are ready for this co-main event, ladies and gentlemen. The Brazilian Chris Barnett. His chest is just armor. Dude is a legendary chest piece. I'm gonna tell my kids that's Tai Tuivasa. The stream I'm talking about too is the live stream of LFL. Yeah, that's what I was that's what I figured. Come on, Luis Brito, we need it. Hey, he's got a pretty girl. His stomach is just armor. This dude got a girl like that. What the fuck? Am I in the opposite world? Spot on. Bro, I got some friends with big bellies who have some dime other halves. Oh. And no, I'm not talking about the other half of the cheeseburger, okay? Okay, the other guy doesn't look much better. I'm telling you though, Scott, I haven't seen Luis Carlos de Brito fight. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen Luis Sutherland fight. He can move for a big boy. He can move. The fucking big farm boys from Sasky, eh? But it's true. It's true. Us Canadians know. The big-bellied friggin' wood choppers up north. The Johnny Canucks of the world. Hey, what's up, Shane? I had some errands. I'm here for the rest of the card. There's only 2 more fights left, Shane, so... And I'm going to Louis Sutherland here, which I imagine you were going to pick, too. I got to run some errands today, too, Shane, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do them tomorrow. I got a few extra things. I got to edit up the rest of that pizza video. Which I honestly should be friggin' talking about in the chat here. Guys, I do have a second channel. Speaking of hockey, too. Damn. Speaking of hockey, I do have a second channel. I help run that channel. It's a little network called the Soda Pod. We have hockey content. We have beer content. We have some food content now as well, as we're invited to a great pizza and beer establishment in Minnesota called Bricksworth. We had to sit down with them. We have more content that's going to be coming out, but go check it out here. Shane's picking Sutherland too. Them dimes in Saskatoon. So like about to fall over and take a nap. Fatty's Fight League. The first big boy fight on the card, Degenerate Dane. All right, let's get to this. The moment we've all been waiting for. Honestly, the main event is going to be sick, but we've been excited for this one too. Yeah, don't blink, ladies and gentlemen. Don't blink. Round 1.
Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Some feints by both of them. Give me burrito. Which one? Low kick by Sutherland. Sutherland's got nasty low kicks. He has a good 1-2 and low kick combo, and he's got some good high kicks too. Luis Carlos does Brito. He's going to look for that level change and get that belly on top of you, Roy Nelson style. But in non-Roy Nelson style, go for the ground and pound versus the arm triangle choke. Stretch marks on the Brazilian. This is the rematch, by the way, Degenerate Dane. Luis was 5-2 before he first fought Sutherland and lost 4 in a row after that. He has fought 3 times in the last 3 months, which is crazy. 4 minutes on the clock. Knee to the body by Sutherland as they're in the clinch, and they separate. This English guy ain't as good as he thinks. He ain't no Phil DeFree, I'll tell you that much. He's swinging. Some feints by Luis Carlos de Brito. Low kick again by Sutherland. $3.15. Spinning heel kick attempt. He is Barnett. He is Barnett. He's the Brazilian fighting out of Spain. He is literally the Brazilian Chris Barnett. I just posted an awesome video about why Canadians go ballistic in war on your Discord. It's beautiful. I will definitely watch it after this stream and definitely before the next Canada versus USA hockey game. What's up, Isaiah? Thank you, Scott. I love that shit. I love history. Oh, nice left hook by Sutherland. Nice knee by Sutherland. Literally the Brazilian Barnett. What a game yesterday, indeed. Because Barnett was born in Spain. But I love how he fights out of Spain. Good to see you, Isaiah. Oh, it looks like the nose of Brito is a little banged up. I don't know if it's bleeding just yet. Oh, big right elbow by Sutherland. Brito with a right uppercut. Oh, Sutherland got hurt. He got hurt off that one. And looking for the takedown is Brito. Yo, what's up, Spyro? Good to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I know you're having a good weekend because it's a freaking fight weekend. Man, back up to their feet in the clinch. Yo, Luis Carlos Brito, despite getting knocked out in last month, the month before, and the month before that, he's got a good chin. As he just took an elbow and a big shot by Sutherland. Cracked Sutherland with the big one, but now they're separated. A 1-2 and that low kick by Sutherland. Now Sutherland looking for the takedown. Sutherland takes him to the ground with ease. Right into side control. Big right elbows. He's punishing him. He's punishing him. And it is all over. It is all over. Louie Sutherland took him down and just started landing a barrage of elbows. And it is all over. Another finish. 6 of the 7 fights we've seen thus far have ended in either first or second round finishes. 12-6 elbows from hell. You were there. It was so much fun. 3 fights in 9 seconds. It's insane. I was waiting outside of the Team Canada hotel and I got McDavid and Crosby. Signed my Team Canada jersey. It was unreal. They're both so nice. Dude, that is amazing. Dude, you went to one of the best games that we've seen in modern hockey history. That is amazing to be there. Hey, people are saying, whooping is a stretch. They definitely beat Canada. Shut it down in the third. Canada couldn't get anything in their offensive zone going. But, you know, beating by 1 goal in an empty netter is far from a whooping. But I'm excited for the rematch. It's going to be sweeter to win it in Boston, baby. But I'm just fucking excited. Like, the NHL saved the All-Star game. Like, if this is what's going to be all-star game hockey every year, sign me the fuck up, add Russia and Czechs, and make it the Six Nation face-off. Oh, dude, it was such a good game. Like, it's going to go down as one of the best games, like, in a long time. NHL, IHF, I don't care what league. It was incredible. It was incredible. The Kachucks are the new Bash Bros from the Mighty Ducks movie. It's amazing. 3 fights in the first 9 seconds of the game. Which I will say, Canada went 1 for 2 in those fights, but it's the Kachuk Bros. Yeah, dude. Yeah. It was just a back and forth game first 2 periods. In the third period, US up by a goal, and they played really fucking good defensive shutdown hockey and just took away what Canada was doing well, which was speeding through the blue line into the offensive zone, and because the whole team's so fast anyways, there was guys right behind them ready to make the play or ready to go for the rebound, whereas they were forced to dump and chase, and the US weren't even letting them get in. And I had to say, Hellebuck played outstanding as well. John Cooper loves that Tampa Bay Lightning line, but they do nothing. Marner was cheeks yesterday. The face the dude with the belly makes when his doctor says you got to go on a diet. Marner doesn't suck. Incredible. If he sucked, he wouldn't have made the team. 5 days notice Luis Carlos Brito took this fight too, by the way, guys. So hopefully we see the Louie Sutherland. He was originally supposed to fight Luke Newland. Hopefully we see this fight at LFL 17. Oh, he wants the LFL belt. Come on! Him and Newland for the belt. Let's go. Actually, I have no idea who the heavyweight title is. I didn't even know there were titles yet in this league. I was making ice upstairs and everyone was going crazy in the bar when the fights happened. It was nuts. I had to stop, work, and watch. Yeah, I mean, yes. I put it this way. If I was there, I would not have booed. But when you have another country that you're playing in a rival sports team game, and that country, not necessarily the players, because... and that country's trying to annex your country right now. You know, say Russia was trying to annex the United States, and Russia was about to play a hockey game, and Americans were in Russia, and their anthem played. What do you think they would do? You know? Again, I don't agree with it. I wouldn't do it. But, like, I'm not gonna say that, you know, that, they should be disgraced for it. It's, again, if Russia was trying to annex the States and they were playing in a hockey game, and the United States was in Russia or vice versa, and that anthem came on, Americans would boo it too. I say bring it on and make some more fun. It added to the rivalry. Because you saw, like, the players were, like, into it as well. Yeah. No, for sure. Bro, that hit on McDavid was so nasty. Dude, he went down so easily. Tensions are high for real. You want to win more. It got the Americans fired up too, and it made for a crazy good game. But yeah. But that's kind of my piece on it. Because as you guys know, this channel's far from political. I'm far from a political expert or guy myself. I stay informed, I stay in my lane, and I watch fights. And hockey, clearly, since we've been talking about that. Canadian has been lame, to be fair. I do like the American, and I do like the Star Spangled Banner better as a song. But I don't think the Canadian anthem's that bad. I do like the French version better, though. When I was growing up in school, because I was in French immersion, I had to sing both. And the French version just... It's not an exact translation, and it just hits different. Hagel from the Bolt started. Yeah, Hagel, he played... and I thought also that Braden Point, he plays for the Lightning as well. He's played pretty good. Yep. Bonjour, je peux parler un petit peu en français? Ben oui. Tout le temps, je curse en français. Tabernacle de calice. Terre de nos aïeux, ton front est saint. I was in French immersion growing up. It's actually really, it's not good right now because I have no one to speak French with, and if you don't use it, you lose it when it comes to languages, right? Like now, I'm sure if I was plopped in Quebec or France, I could pick it up and start thinking in it again, but I have to like translate certain words now. But yeah, all through elementary school and high school, all my classes except for English were in French, except for senior year. My only class in French was French, so it kind of fucked me up in math. Because all the math terms I learned were in French, and some of them you could see, okay, it's similar, I know what it is, but some of them were just completely different words. So, yeah, Math 12 wasn't my strong suit, and I blame not having a fucking translation sheet. Tabarnak! McDavid's goal right in front of me. I was on the same side that he scored. I don't even know what he did. The puck just went vertically, and I thought he ran out of space. He's so good. Yeah, McDavid is like another level of fast. It's nuts. He's even quicker than McKinnon. Dude, like he is literally Pavel Bure 2.0 out there. I don't know what you said, Degenerate Dane, but oy vey. Oy vey. All right. Again, guys, check out my second channel if you haven't already. If you're into hockey, if you're into beer, We post every single day. I also stream hockey on that channel. I know I missed like the best game of the tournament so far yesterday. But I will be back on Monday to stream more. I will be back. I think the championship game's Thursday. There you go. In the meantime, we hit up Bricksworth to talk about Detroit style pizza, beer, and if pineapple should be on pizza or not. Even if you slow bake and marinate the pineapple first. Check out this video in the chat. I mean, with how much buffer time these last two fights have had in between, you probably could finish the video before the main event starts. But you know what? Let's highlight these guys here. We have former UFC fighter Jarno Errens, who's 14-6-1 as a pro. So I did that correctly. You were streaming on the Soda Pod. Yes, I will be covering the last of the 4 Nation games on the Soda Pod. Jarno Errens, 14-6-1 as a pro. The only reason I didn't stream the games yesterday was because we were streaming MMA all day. And Saturdays is City Life Day. I object. 2-3 in his last 5 fights. He lost his last fight to Yusuf Zalal via rear naked choke. Trains at a Killcliff and Combat Brothers when he's in the United States at Killcliff, though. 3 KO TKOs, 5 submissions, 6 decisions. Never been knocked out. Has been submitted twice, though. 1-3 in the UFC, 1-2 in Fair FC, and 2-1 in National Fighting Championship. Isha j'adore ta chaîne. Merci beaucoup, Kaylee. Awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, especially that final game. I mean, whoever's in it, but if it's Canada and the United States again, that stream's gonna go ham, dude. So lost to Yusuf Zalal. We know how good he is, despite him running in the 3rd round, doing his best Chelsea Chandler impression. He got a win against Steven Nguyen, who is 9-1 as a pro and a pretty damn good fighter. Or was 9-1 when he fought him anyways. Before then, he had a unanimous decision, lost to Sungwoo Choi, no shame in that. And William Gomez, no shame in that either. So, like, went to UAE Warriors, got a draw. Went to Brave, got a win against a 7-2 guy. Went to EFC, but didn't really fight the best guys in EFC, but had a very good run on the regional scene, fighting in some really good regional promotions before being signed to the UFC out of Brave. Lost his first 2 fights against good guys. Well, I mean, William Gomez better than Sungwoo Choi, but Sungwoo Choi is tough. Got a win, lost to Zalal, and that's it. The UFC saw enough. So, still young enough, 30 years of age. I mean, in a year, to put up enough wins to get himself back in the UFC. I mean, shoot, man. Morales did, and I know Morales is now 0-2 on his comeback into the UFC. I hope they give him one more fight, because he's just so fun to watch. But let's see if Jarno Errens goes on a run. 2-3 fights in this year, and maybe the UFC will pick him up again, because he was fun to watch in the UFC. He's a very talented striker, being a kickboxing crossover who has over 20 fights now in mixed martial arts. He's going up against Caio Machado, who also has a ton of experience in mixed martial arts. 17-9 as a pro, 3-2 in his last 5. 8 KO TKOs, 5 submissions, 4 decisions, 2-4 in LFA, and actually fought before RFA and Legacy merged to become a Legacy Fighting Alliance. He fought in just Legacy Fighting Championship, where he went 1-2. Great win in LFA in 2023, where he took out Ulu in the 3rd round, no less. Last year in LFA, lost to Felipe Oliveira. Felipe Oliveira is pretty good, but still probably a fight he should have won. But this one was a great win. So his run in LFA was fine, 2-2, but he only fought good opponents. Gabriel Silva got a win against, that's good. He only fought good opponents in LFA. Mind you, it was over like 4 fights over 2 years. Was the #1 fight series champ. Beat a 4-1 guy to get that, and defended against a 6-5. So whatever. Road to M1 USA, he lost to Jamal Emmers, Nate Maness, and Miles Jones. Dude, that's crazy. He fought 3 UFC guys in a row outside of the UFC. Miles Jones, Nate Maness, and Jamal Emmers. Now, Nate Maness, I believe, is now in BKFC. Fun fighter to watch. I bet this fight was a fucking lot of fun. That was a TKO. No way, in Canada. Crazy. Anyways. Don't let his record fool you. He's a crafty vet. I'm still going to go with Errens. I don't think it's a cakewalk. Hey, what's up, Pick'em? How's it going, buddy? No. Not the Canadian-Brazilian Caio Machado, who's going to be back in BFL, I imagine, because he was already cut from the UFC. I honestly, like, I root for him because he's, you know, Vancouver guy, right? Developed in BFL, was the champ there, but, like, I don't think he deserved a UFC contract based on his performance, if I'm going to be quite... If I can speak frank on the matter. Was happy for him. Glad he got a couple good paychecks, or a few good paychecks, but still. You want to buy KO TKO? Machado fucked up my bets a while ago against Ulu. That's what I was saying. He went 2-2 in LFA. But all the guys he fought were good. I lost like 400 on Ulu. He was winning that whole fight before he made a mistake and got subbed late. Gotta be careful grappling with those Brazilians. Damn. Yeah, because I know he was a huge favorite too, right, Ulu? I'll go head-to-head with Machado. Let's go. But no, some decent matchups in Levels Fight League, guys. For it only being their 16th show. And I'm pretty sure WoW was their 16th show too yesterday. WoW had far less talent on their card, but a 10,000-seater arena, which is insane. That was super cool to see. I mean, Spain is going nuts with their mixed martial arts right now. It is so popular. Ilya was there. Alvarez was there. It was cool to see. Hope Errens can win this. He's got good skills, just bad grappling. Yep. Maybe there'll be another underdog to win in the main event. Well, what Caio Machado does best is what Errens struggles with. They got a kickboxing crossover against, you know, a jiu-jitsu MMA guy. However, Errens, again, like, over 20 fights in MMA, like, been there, done that. He's fought some grapplers before, but can he beat this one? I'm taking Caio. Let's go. Okay. I'm convinced now that they needed at least 3 hours of broadcast time. I'm convinced. Bro, there's been so much snow here in Toronto. We got quite a bit in Minnesota. We had 2 days of it falling, but today it's like super sunny and it's already starting to melt. I was actually thinking about going to running to this lake and just throwing on the skates and getting some sun and just getting my skate on. I had to dig myself out of the driveway. Damn. I do love shoveling, though, I have to say. Call me Canadian. This is definitely not the Persian side in me. Which, like, even all my cousins say that I'm, like, the whitest brown dude in their in our family, which I concur. I am. But I fucking love shoveling, dude. It's a good workout. I feel so accomplished after. That warm sip of coffee after shoveling, especially, like, the long-ass driveways. That's my shit. Hell yeah, dude. I shovel my friends' driveways here for free. If I have, like, the morning off or don't have, like, an early meeting or something to edit, I'll be like, yo, I'm on my way. And I'll just crush, like, 3 houses in the neighborhood. Hasn't happened recently, though, because I've been busy, but I love that shit. Oh. Good workout, and you feel accomplished after. It's just free dopamine without any substance. Done. My neighbors at my last place, they loved it. Although I think, like, one of them liked it kind of like me, or didn't hate it, because he liked the workout, he liked, you know, throwing on a podcast or whatever and was doing it, but every now and then he'd be like, you want to do ours too? And I was like, yep. Done. Yep. But I'm one of those people, guys, who, like, I will choose to walk if it's, like, you know, not 2 hours of a walk versus, you know, if it's like a headache somewhere and you, like, can't get a cab or an Uber or, like, miss the bus, or, like, if it's like an hour walk, like, I'm one of those who, like, I'll walk. I like to be active. I like to feel accomplished. Quarter mile long. Sheesh, that's a hell of a workout. Dude, it's very long. The last 2 fights, so the pacing was so good until the last 2 fights, and they've been just ragging the puck. Because I think they have to get 3 hours of broadcast time. So now they're making sure that this last fight starts now because, you know, if it goes the distance, they're still over that 3-hour mark. Tool's gonna tool. Ask Agent Pick'em. Who won, bro? They haven't fought yet, buddy. They haven't fought yet. They're about to make their walkouts. They're just showing the cold open now. We've had a lot of buffer time in between the co-main and main. So we are I will let you guys know. We'll do the play-by-play commentary. We'll keep you guys updated. It is live on YouTube, by the way, if you guys do want to watch this. LFL has posted on their YouTube channel. So shout out to everyone following along. All right, Kai Machado's making his walkout now, guys. He's making his walkout now. Good to see you, by the way, Zax. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, by the way. Seriously, hope you guys are doing well. It's been a fun weekend of fights. Not a lot of big promotions. I mean, other than obviously like the UFC. But the ones that kind of filled the gap put on good shows. Yeah, I feel like I already answered Zach a few times. Zach, they haven't fought yet, Zach. Maybe if I type it. I'll type it for Zach here. All right. Let me know your pick in the live chat, and don't forget to vote in the poll question. I'm going Jarno Errens, but again, Machado is a submission threat on the ground. So Errens does have to try to keep this on the feet. I do think on the feet he is the better striker. Machado's like, doesn't have bad striking by any means, but he's no kickboxing crossover who's actually, you know, won 14 fights in mixed martial arts with that as base, right? And like Pick'em MMA was saying, he was losing to Ulu before getting that rear naked choke at the end. I had a competitive fight against Oliveira, but Oliveira clearly won that one. But let me know your thoughts in this main event. 8 fights, 3 hours. Honestly, they could have done this in 2 hours. I think they almost amassed an hour, or at least 45 minutes of buffer time. Yeah, no problem, Zach. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. We'll get back to the commentary as soon as this fight begins. But we went over both of the fighters a couple times. Maybe I'll just do it one more time. We got Jarno Errens, 14-6-1 as a pro, 2-3 in his last 5 fights. But his UFC run wasn't that bad. Lost to Zalal. Zalal's fucking good. Great win there. Sungwoo Choi, again, his record doesn't tell the whole story. He is a tough motherfucker. Lost to William Gomez. His last win in Brave was so good though before coming into the UFC. So I think, like, again, a year and a half, if he puts together 3 to 4 wins, maybe he gets back on the UFC's radar. Fortunately, you can't see the fight. Do you have a VPN? Set it to the United States and then refresh your YouTube. You'll be able to see it. He dropped Choi too. Yup. Machado. All right. Aaron's knocked down Choi bad. Would have won that fight if he had a bit more experience and balance in his game. That was on the zombie retirement card. Yep. Yeah, I remember. That was fun. That was a fun fight. There were a lot of good fights on that card, actually. All right, making his walkout now. I got you, Levy. I got you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Okay. Yeah, let me know your prediction in the live chat too, guys. I think most of the people here are going Errens. I am. Banking on him not getting taken. Well, even if he gets taken down, hopefully he can get back up to his feet. But hopefully he doesn't get tangled up with Machado. Errens making his walk into the cage. Now both fighters are in the cage, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to be announced. Main event here. The buffer time is over. We have made it. And again, not a grueling pace by any means. It's just they started with such a good pace, then very noticeably slowed things down. As long as he doesn't give up his back. Or zig when he should zag if he's on the ground or on his side. Getting ready to get back up to his feet. I know there's a guy in Jay's chat in Rush Hour Fight Club. Go check out his channel. Who is either friends or cousins with Errens. And I know he's always in his chat. And he was devastated with the last fight. Alright, like I said, fighters are being officially announced in the cage now. Round 1 is upon us. We'll get back to the commentary there soon. Let's take a quick look at the poll question. And again, guys, thank you so much for joining. Smash that like button if you haven't already. We only have 18 likes and 43 people watching. Guys, smash that like button. Let's try to at least get to 20. All right, where Errens put on a more exciting fight than Zalal. 72% of you say yes. 16% of you say no, and 12% say, is this UFC? Smash that like button, guys, and let's get to this main event of the evening. Being announced in front of his home crowd right now is Jarno Errens. Hell yeah, a lot of cheers from the LFL studio. Yeah, not as big of an arena as WoW, but nice little setting nonetheless. 10,000 people for the Art of Warrior FC yesterday. Unbelievable. They were also on their 16th card. I wouldn't know. I'd never fuck with that shit. Alright. Is that a good thing, Josh, or a bad thing? Alright, round 1, let's get it on. I'm just pumped to see fights. Alright, only 3 rounds. This ain't no title fight. Errens walking forward with the left jab. Errens looking for that right uppercut. Left hook, right hand. Low kick by Errens. More people there than a PFL event. It's true. And the headliner was like a 3-1 against a 4 and something or other guy, right? Like it wasn't even to this level as far as experience. 428, circling is Errens. Each of them exchange low kicks. Errens with a nice right hand, but he gets clipped with a left hook by Machado. Seems to be okay. Throws a low kick. Low kick by Machado, swing and a miss. Errens with a straight right. Back at center, feints from each of them. Errens a little bit taller. 1 inch in reach. Low kick and then a lazy side kick by Machado. He almost got taken down, and a nice step back left hook by Machado. Errens threw the 1-2, but Machado, the step back left hook was the bigger. Tell me, Sherlock. I don't know. That's why I asked. 338. Looking for the takedown. Can't get it. Nice job stuffing the takedown. I'm sorry, but what the hell? What's up, Kaylee? Now you made him nervous. Someone's behind him. Oh! Big left by Errens. Big right uppercut by Errens. Errens now looking for the takedown. Errens. Oh, drop it for a guillotine, but his head pops out. Errens now in the top position. This is why I like brutal fights. Why is he grappling, bruh? Errens hurt him and then went for the takedown. It's the MMA way. Dropping for the guillotine, though, was Machado. Able to get his head out of there quick was Errens, but now Machado grabbing the arms of Errens. Errens moves into half guard. Oh, my. And rubber guard from Machado. Machado. Let's see if he wants to drag. Oh, Machado looking for armbar potentially. Machado get them toes out of the cage. Machado rolling to try to take the back. Machado looking for a right armbar. Machado with a high guard now. Can't get the triangle. yet anyways, but Machado, oh, he's looking for the arm. He's looking for the arm. He's fishing for it. He's fishing for it. Errens, get back up to your feet. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. I can't believe he's entertaining the grappling. Back up to their feet. Underhooks here by Machado, who's likely going to try to go for the takedown next. Body lock trip, I imagine. Yeah, look, he's looking for it. He's like, oh, and there it is, the body lock trip. And Machado takes Errens to the ground. Big left hands by Machado. Machado trapping the legs. Just when I say that. Trying to close his guard, but Machado moving into half guard. Caio gonna go for his back. He's looking for it. He's gonna try to force him to turn right and then whoop. Yeah, this ain't going good. 1 minute and 21 seconds on the clock. Modified half guard side control. The arm triangle choke is there to threaten, not necessarily lock in this position, but threaten to pass to mount. Now some loving on the ground. $105. Providing a whole new meaning to let's get it on. Let's get it on. 53 seconds on the clock. Some knees from Machado. Machado not doing much advanced position here. Not doing much advanced position. Short muffin shots to the side of Errens' head. Again, threatening the arm triangle choke. You could use that to pass. Nice short right elbow. 25 seconds on the clock. Now trying to pass half guard. Errens could still crack him in the next round. Absolutely, absolutely. It's about to be over for Errens. There's 5 seconds on the clock. He probably should just... He's the one who initiated this, right? Oh, big right hand for Machado. Machado back up to his feet, looking for the up kick is Errens, and that is it for the first round. First round, despite Errens throwing that first big punch and hurting Machado. Machado won that round. He clipped him with a few hooks. He was able to reverse. What is Jarno doing? Literally pounding him from the ground. What's up, No Chill? Hope you've been having a good weekend too. Some really good fights on this weekend. Did you catch any of the amateurs before this? The amateur card before this, guys? Can't believe he initiated the takedown. In which he didn't even get. He got dragged to the ground from a guillotine. Okay, second round. Second round. All right, let's see if Jarno will keep this on the feet. Machado really wants the glove touch. Okay, there they go. There they go. No, I didn't watch the New Talent thing. Was it on YouTube? Yeah, I didn't catch it either. But there's a few like decent fighters. Oh, counter right by Errens, dropped him. Machado landed a right and a 1-2 by Errens in the counter, and he drops him with the right, but they're back up to their feet. 3 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock. Anyways, I heard it's actually really good and competitive, and they've sent a few guys to the pros here. Errens can't defend the double leg takedown from distance. Errens has, what's up 999? Errens has to win this, or he has to take a long way back to the UFC. I knew it. Reversed by Machado. How did Machado get that takedown from like across the cage? It's like he took out his ankles from under him. He's always had weak ankles. Now Machado in the top position, and he has 4 minutes to work. Great opening from Errens. Drop Machado, but ends up getting taken down after Machado gets back up to his feet. Uh-oh. Levels Fight League. Their broadcast just froze. Come on, Levels Fight League. This is the main event, bro. Okay, we're back. Still in the top position. You're trying to pass into side control is Machado. Man, he's good on the feet. Just stay there. Well, in this case, like, I'm sorry, you got to defend that takedown, right? Maybe it caught him off guard now that he's in the guard, because it like he literally just like pulled his ankles out from under him, but like that was from distance, and the guy was rocked, right? So not a good look there, but there's 3 minutes left, and Errens is butt scooting now. Let's see if he can get back up to his feet. Machado with the pressure. Errens controlling the neck to get back up to his feet, and he does, but another takedown by Machado. Still holding on to that neck, but just in that schoolyard choke fashion. Back into the full guard, and they are away from the cage now. Machado needs to do something with this control time, though, because still Errens has done more damage in this round, despite a minute and a half of control time for Machado and two takedowns. Jarno's is doing a good job of just defending right now. Moving to the left side, under the shoulder, actually, of Machado, and closing up that tight guard. .205. Trying to scramble out of this is Errens. This is what we feared, guys. This is what we feared. 157. Ass to the mat. Trying to butt scoot. Who's winning? Right now, Kyle Machado. He won the first round, and I mean, he's got 1 minute and 39 seconds left to do something here. Errens, damage-wise, probably should still win this round, but like he only landed a few big shots, dropped Machado right back up to his feet, took down Errens, and he's been on top of him ever since. It's free on YouTube. On LFL's YouTube channel. Yo, what's up, Karl Marx? Kyle landing 0 damage. I know, like he's got to do something here. 1 minute and 15 seconds. Even if he lands like 10 muffin strikes, okay, that'll do it. On the feet, he looks awesome. On the feet, he dropped Machado in this second round. But he had Machado hurt in the first round too and decided to go for a takedown. Machado grabbed the guillotine, reversed, and has been in the top position ever since. Set your VPN to USA and boom, done. I hear that Vemola unretired and is fighting Pumpkin? No. Is Errens winning? No, he is not winning. Let's work! Let's work! And the ref stands them back up. Errens is down around maybe 2. We'll see how the end of the second round goes. I'm telling you, set your VPN to United States and then refresh it. It'll work. I knew it, someone would ask. Clinching right now is Machado. Machado tried to take Errens to the ground again with that trip takedown that worked earlier, but he can't get it. Good defense here by Errens. Errens is on the defense, though. Errens winning round 2. I hope. Oh, but Errens now in the top position. If Errens lands some strikes here, I think he will. Oh, a nice left elbow by Errens. Great way to end this round for Errens. I hope this is enough to steal the round, but like 5 strikes and a knockdown, when your opponent has not thrown any damage back at you, should win you the round, even though that's very, very limited in its own right. But Machado didn't even land any ground and pound. I'm guessing the judges are probably going to give it to Machado, though, but yeah. 1-1. I think it should be 1-1. I think Errens should win that second round. I don't think the judges are going to do it. And Errens is the only one to blame for that. He didn't do enough. He didn't do enough, and he got taken down with some cankles freaking takedown. Have you heard that Holzer is getting the main event for Octagon 69 5-rounder against Dennis Ilbay? Dude, that is awesome. He's 1 win or 2 away from Dana White Contender Series or just a straight up signing now. Probably 2 wins away. 1-1. Judges here are always wild with scoring grappling over striking. They got the only decision right, though, before. The only decision on the card right, mind you, is a little... Actually, you know what? They did go with the damage that Kurt put on Barry, I will say, but that one was a little bit more clear. Max is going to kill my boy Dennis. All right, round 3, ladies and gentlemen. That round, we'll say, could go either way. Errens should win it on damage, but it's on the feet right now, and Errens with a double left jab. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We're 30 seconds into this third round. Oh, nice right hand by Errens. Machado looking for that left hook. Machado with the right hand. Machado with the low kick. Double left by Machado. 3 rounds. This is the last one, Tygo. But again, fire up that VPN, set to the United States, and you'll be able to watch this back. Low kick by Machado. Right hand by Errens. A left and a right by Errens. What's up, Asumi? Good to see you. Third round winner will take it. Low kick, looking for the takedown is Machado. Machado can't get it. He must be getting a little tired here. As he was able to take Jarno's Errens down, seeing the Tweety Birds with the Cankle takedown, but still. What do you think of Ali Talib, only fighter who knocked out UFC bantamweight Vinicius Oliveira in his prime? I think Ali Talib is good. I think Oliveira right now... Well, Oliveira... no. See, that's what I disagree with. Oliveira right now is entering his prime. So I think right now, if they had a rematch, Oliveira would probably beat him, but Ali Talib is very good. Back up to their feet. Great job by Errens. Being able to continue to defend the takedown. Looking for that trip takedown again was Machado, and Errens now playing ground game again. Most of them, well, kickboxing crossovers, right? So it makes sense, but hey, I think if Dutch kickboxers came over to North America or just fucking went to Dagestan for like a year or two just to get some base wrestling and just to keep the fights on the feet, they would be absolute killers. Max is mine. He's my favorite fighter from Octagon, Karl Marx. Nice. European MMA's top tier. Jarno's nice pass into side control. 2 minutes and 39 seconds remain. Nice pass into side control. Errens now playing the ground game. Oh! Errens looking for an arm triangle choke. Errens looking for an arm triangle choke, and Machado gets out of it. I doubt it will ever happen in the UFC, but he might fight Ngannou in PFL. Big shots in the top position by Jarno Errens. Jarno Errens re-enters the guard. I don't know why he would do that. Machado was hurt. Machado was hurt, bring him back up to his feet and knock him down again, but Errens re-enters the guard of Machado. 2 minutes on the clock. Nice right elbow by Errens. One minute and 46 seconds on the clock. Nice. 1 minute 39 seconds. Still in the guard of Machado is Errens. I mean, if he can stay in the guard here, he still will win this round and he will win this fight as a result. Rubber guard here by Machado. This round is dominant for Errens. I'm questioning why he re-entered the guard after hurting Machado with ground and pound in more of a dominant position. If he would have just let him back up to his feet, I imagine he would have been able to school him there like he has been on the feet. But anyways, he's staying in the top position right now, and Machado hasn't been able to reverse him. Nice pass into side control. Machado definitely looked tired in this third round too, as none of his takedowns, which he was able to get at will in the second and first round, were successful here. Again, it was either 2-0 or 1-1 going into the third. Jarno Errens making sure he 100% wins this third round, and I believe he has with 42 seconds remaining. It all depends on that second round. Errens should go for the karate chop. 33 seconds on the clock. Oh! 27 seconds left and Machado's going for an armbar. 27 seconds left and Machado's going for an armbar. Machado. That's awesome. You can see the fight live over there. 16 seconds on the clock. Alright, he doesn't get it. Woo! Right elbow by Errens. Another right elbow by Errens. Errens in the guard of Machado. Laying down some ground and pound here to end the fight. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is it for the main event, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Levels of Fight League 16. We shall see how the judges score this one. I do believe Errens won that fight 2-1. I think he narrowly won that second round. Very much won that third. Machado very much won the first. So it all comes down to that second round. You say it's definite, yet you watch just as much, or honestly more MMA than me, and you saw how that second round went. Again, I agree with how it should go, but it is far from definite. It is far from definite. You watch more MMA than me, Pick'em. You should know that. Thank you for the coverage. Needed this with the blunt in hand. Let's go, ready. Let's go. Should be 2-1 Errens. Could be a swing round. Because... And the way Errens ended that second round was great. If he didn't end that second round like that, I think it would be even more up for grabs, because this isn't Muay Thai. The knockdown means less, unfortunately. As long as Sal ain't judging, it should be Errens. And he is in front of his home crowd, too. Like, if he was in Brazil, then completely fucked. If this was Jungle Fights, this was JFL, not LFL. All right, listening in for the decision. Judges taking their sweet-ass time. By the way, big shout out to everyone joining. We're waiting the decision. It just ended. We're waiting the decision. Errens lost the first round. Second round, he landed not a lot of strikes, but more strikes than Machado, but Machado controlled him longer. And then the third round, Errens won pretty dominantly, so... Okay, he won. Jarno Errens wins. The right guy won, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fucking go. Split decision. See, I'm not even, that's kind of what I expected. Split decision, Jarno Errens. So one judge, again, that second round was the split round. Win judges, one judge had that grappling over the striking. No, happy for him. Damn. Aaron said he's not happy with the performance. But he ain't making it to UFC with takedown defense like that. Look good in the third round, but I think it's because Machado was a little tired. The cankle takedown is what's always going to stand out for me. Bro's got no ankles. Machado was almost down and out, and he's seeing the Tweety birds and lifts the ankles out from under him. Lars, I only speak English and French, my man. Hey, shout out to Jarno, though, coming back from a loss in the UFC and being cut to getting a win in LFL. Wish him nothing for the best, and I'm excited to see more of his fights here in this promotion. What a fun card, ladies and gentlemen. What a fun card this was. 3 hours, they hit it on the dot, ladies and gentlemen. I said there was a lot of buffer time late in this card because they wanted to hit 3 hours. Tapology. They refuse to post the Pancrase Blood lineup, but they're on top of the updates for this one. Hey, thank you, Pick'em. Appreciate that. By the way, I'm sorry, sis, that I made you upset. I miss sis, guys. Do you think he deserves the win? Errens needs 2-3 good wins to get back to the UFC. I think he deserved the win. The second round was definitely a swing round. But Errens landed more shots and did more damage, and that's what should decide a fight, right? If Machado landed ground and pound, he would have won it, but he didn't. He needs, I think, at least 3. It took 5 for Morales, and Morales is in his 30s. It'll take at least 3, I think. It's all good, Kaylee. It's all good. Him and I are boys. But touchy subject, apparently. I didn't know. Thank you. We'll be fine. You can tell him I apologize, but we'll be fine. I will say sorry to him later. All right. So, to summarize the card, Mehdad Kavand won via KO TKO. Hamza Saadi won with KO TKO. But honestly, this one, I don't hate the finish because he got him in a reverse triangle and then was landing shots. I think the ref ended it because he was about to go to sleep and he was getting hit with shots. But regardless, was a little early. There you go, Josh. But Hamza with a nice KO TKO. Harun Kurt with a unanimous decision win, and it was a good fight by Kurt. Cacper Wróbel won via arm triangle choke on Melo. Alish Smith with a huge KO TKO in the early frame of the first round, followed by a quick rear naked choke, followed by another KO TKO, followed by a decision which went to Jarno Errens. Great card, fun fight companion. Thank you all so much for joining. Later this evening, we will host a membership stream. I see a lot of members here. Hope to see you all there. We'll go through some highlights, and we got one crazy story to talk about in the world of mixed martial arts. Tomorrow, I'll be streaming hockey. Tuesday, Rush City. And yeah, then I'll post my schedule for next week, midweek. Did you hear that Lom Ali Eskijev fight against Shamrock in Munich on Octagon? Yes, because I'm a big fan of Shamrock. I thought that he was announcing his UFC signing or Dana White Contender Series, but sneaking in one more fight in Octagon. If he wins in that fight, then I do think he'll be on Dana White Contender Series or UFC will sign him. It just ended, but it is on their YouTube channel. Thank you for everything, Scott. Can't wait to watch some hockey with you tomorrow. And if you're still up, I don't know what time I'm going to be streaming yet, member stream, because I have some work here to finish. But if you're up and you see me live for membership stream, I will make a post in the Discord and come watch some highlights with us. I don't think he will win against Lom. I mean, that is a very, very tough opponent for sure. I mean, Eskijev might be someone on the UFC radar as well. But I'll be there covering that fight with a companion. You know it, 999. No problem. Hey, thank you for all the support you show the channel as well, Spyro. It's great to see you again today. What a fun card. Levels Fight League 16. Good on you guys. Good on you. Thank you for showing all the fights on YouTube as well. And thanks to everyone in the live chat here for hanging out. That's gonna do it here for today. Back from membership stream later tonight. Smash that like button and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah.